Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 2023 Rudies! We are back. We're live again. It is the episode everyone has been waiting all year, all gosh darn year for. Me, Sherm, Tom is here. We met with the Academy of Rude Arts and Sciences. We have figured out our nominees. We have figured out our winners. Yeah, that's the guild that we put together. I mean, I feel like I've said this before. Okay,
it's the first time every year we go.
All right. Well, I mean, it's that's the name of the very official guild we're parts of, and
oh my god, it's funny.
Yeah. So this is it, everybody. The Rudies. This is the best of 2023. Like all proper award shows should be done once the year is over, and then we can talk about the year as a total. Right? Don't you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
And because it's a special episode. What do we got, Tom? Who's in our mouth?
We are breaking out the RudeBoyz special.
RudeBoyz special. First of the year.
You do not know what that is. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
This is true. Get it fucking together.
Get it together. Get good.
Get good. Follow our lead.
It is a shot of Jameson.
Very looking forward to that.
Chris is a little rough.
I woke up drunk.
A little rough.
A lot of pre-partying going on with the Rudies, you know.
I woke up sober,
yep.
straight as an arrow.
There you go. Tom, a stalwart professional as always. He's ready to roll. He's here, dressed to the nines because we're Rudies. It's the Rudies, everybody, and he is good to go. Me, not so much, but I'm here. We're getting to it. We got a RudeBoyz special, Tommy.
So, it's a shot of Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
Clink it up.
Yep.
Shoot it back.
Yep.
Clink an MHL or beer of your preference.
Right, but it's an MHL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then
clink it up.
Clink drink. Clink drink.
Yep. Come on.
All right, I'm ready.
Man up.
Clink and drink. Clink and drink.
Okay.
Happy Rudies, everybody. Clink and drink. Jibbo's not so bad.
Says the first one.
Yeah, fair.
Oh man,
but we have a long.
Yeah, that's gonna hit real fucking hard.
But we've got a long show ahead of us. The Rudies, Michael Morbius back in the announcing duties again. Yep, he's getting ready.
No.
He's backstage prepping his lines and getting all that stuff. We'll have some fun presenters.
Yes.
And yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Great Rudies. Happy
Always.
2023. Happy 2024, everybody. Why won't this fucking laptop charge? There it is. Okay, good. And why don't we, motherfucker? Hang on. Technical difficulties, everybody. This is a bad start to the Rudies.
Are you sure it's plugged in?
Yeah, it's
correctly.
Nah, it's not.
Is it plugged in correctly?
Oh boy. There we go. That's a good sound. Nice arc. All right, we are ready to go. Laptop's charging. We are good. Filled. Maybe not filled, but we got a little RudeBoyz special in us.
Yeah.
Is that Charlotte?
No, that's his wife.
Oh, his wife at the time.
Yeah.
We got Royal Rumble 2002
Two going
up on the viewing in the backstage area while we record this episode.
Yep.
Street fight with Mr. McMahon and Ric Flair, like everybody wanted.
Yeah.
And why don't we kick it into?
I do think you see Charlotte in the crowd though.
A special Rudies edition of Blitzkrieg News.
All right. Starting off in games as we always do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Actually,
we got some trailer talk for games.
We never do trailer talk for games,
but
we got some trailer talk for games. Yeah.
No, we do too. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't correct me.
Okay. It's a very hostile episode already.
You've been hostile with me all day. Final Fantasy 4. Fuck you. Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail trailer.
Right.
This looks fucking awesome. They revealed the two new classes. The one class is called the Viper. That's the blade dual wielding guy you saw in the trailer.
Okay.
And
Is that just another class you're gonna gravitate towards and then abandon? Okay.
Not abandon.
Right.
You know, it's shut up.
Uh-huh.
Stop judging. And then the other class is Pictomancer, which. Ew!
Sorry.
Fucking ew!
You had a fucking screech. I spit into a tissue and I threw it over Tom. I'm sorry, Tom. That really wasn't kind of me. That wasn't kind of me. Man, he like...
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
The other one, it looks like a magic class. I'm not too big on magic classes. Unless it's the...
okay, major.
Yeah,
more traditional mages.
Exactly. And then they introduced the new... they also showed the new race, which is the... I'm going to butcher the name. It's the female version of the Hogarths, which is... I don't know if you've ever saw, like, the cat dude that runs around with the party in Final Fantasy X.
No.
Well, it's a female, like, it's a female,
Okay.
it's the race.
Is it just Monster Hunter now? Like, it seems like it's a lot of Monster Hunter. Like,
Final Fantasy's always been...
doing stuff like that. Like, you don't finish your sentence. Final Fantasy been sweet.
Well, you've thrown me off my game.
I'm sorry. Don't blame me.
I will blame you.
All right, yeah, okay. I mean, it just looks like Monster Hunter to me. It looks like nonsense.
I mean...
I'm glad you enjoy it.
I mean,
I'm
14...
super glad you enjoy it.
I mean, I've never played Monster Hunter.
Right.
Which is a game that I'm intrigued by.
Okay. Yeah, you like to get in guilds and shit. That might be something that might be up your alley.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's a new one coming up.
Yeah?
Presumably, I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it was announced at the Game Awards or some shit?
Yeah, I think. Next up is Indiana Jones Circling the Drain.
It's called The Great Circle.
This game looks like shit. It really fucking does. It looks so bad.
So this is the Indiana Jones game put out by Machine Games. Machine Gun Games? Machine Games? Machine Games.
I think it's Machine Gun
Machine
Games.
Game.
I thought it was Machine Gun Games.
Machine Gun Games?
Machine Gun Kelly.
There's no way to know.
Anderson.
There's no... Okay. There's no way to know. But it is... it's put up by the same people who did the Wolfenstein games, the more modern ones. So they have a history of games where you brutalize Nazis, which is always good.
Absolutely.
You know? Man, fucking Indiana Jones is woke now. Punching Nazis. Yeah, he's been woke the whole time, my guy. Belongs in a museum. Unlike your fucking beliefs. Anyway, yeah, it kind of looks chunky, not gonna lie. It looks like it's not a this generation game.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be first person, so, like, it doesn't really matter to me. Listen, if it's gonna be fun, it's fun. That's all I care about.
Like, from the
Could be fun.
The screenshots that I was seeing, I was just like, wow, this game looks like shit. And then I saw that it's first person in the actual trailer. I was like,
well, you didn't, yeah.
I was like, wow, this game looks even more like shit.
Right,
like,
Tom's not impressed.
No.
If you didn't gather that.
Not at all.
Not impressed.
Next up, something I think we're both impressed
we're done talking about that. Okay.
Why? What else did you have to fucking add?
It's gonna, like, you know, puzzles and shit. Like, listen, I like a good Uncharted game. I like a good Tomb Raider game. So, like, you know, give me like exploring.
Good, enjoy it.
Okay. There's more for me to enjoy. That's fine. Like exploring, solving puzzles. That's cool. Yeah.
Life is a puzzle. Why do you need it in your video games?
Because you need to be distracted by those puzzles with different puzzles.
Anyway.
Okay.
Transylvania Adventure. This looks...
By The Adventure of Simon Quest or some shit that's called? I don't fucking know.
Some shit like
It's basically like... It's a Castlevania fan game.
Yeah.
Like, it is fucking... It's like a ROM hack, man. It looks like this game is like... The sprite work. So it looks like...
Mr. Man's fucking yoked.
Right.
Sorry.
It looks like, Castlevania 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
It looks like that style of game, but, like, crazy modernized. It looks insane. It looks nuts. Coming out this year. No, I think it's coming out next year. I think it's in 2025. No, I don't know.
I think it said 2020. It did say 2025.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones comes out this year. That's interesting.
Great.
That's okay.
Dawn Trail comes out summer of 2020.
Right, yeah. We got to do our long-awaited Final Fantasy XIV episode, I think. Get your guild in there, you know? Maybe I'll just have you record and I'll just be like, oh, whatever, dude.
Yeah. It'd be like the fucking Metal Gear or the Final Fantasy episode.
Oh yeah, right. We did do a Final Fantasy episode.
Yeah, so we may have to. I don't know. Yeah, we already did a Final Fantasy episode. We may have to put that in back. I don't know. We'll talk.
Okay.
Are
you against doing a Final Fantasy 14 episode?
I mean, I don't think
you love the game so much.
I do.
Then you should be dedicated an episode to talk about it.
I just don't think it'd be enjoyable for you to sit there and listen to me fucking jaw.
Oh, like 160 fucking other episodes of me jaw jacking you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're allowed to get
I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. It's
okay,
a new
and you're
year.
allowed one. You're allowed more than one.
Just wait till we do a comics episode or some shit. I don't know.
Also, no, okay.
Comic book news. Speaking of
comic book news,
the Hood becomes the new Ghost Rider in March.
Yes, it's called Ghost Rider Final Justice or Final Vengeance or Final this.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's basically like, has the Ghost Rider been a villain before? Like,
I mean,
the spirit of the Ghost Rider.
The spirit of vengeance
is not a great guy.
Is a fucking villain.
Yes. But now he's actually going to be a villain.
Yeah, but he's always embodied, like, people that had morals.
Yeah.
Of sorts, like loose morals.
Yeah, of course. Naturally.
But, like, this is just a straight up cocksucker.
The Hood.
The Hood's a straight up cocksucker.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
they got to boost the Hood up for Ironheart. You know,
I don't even know what kind of fucking vehicle he'll have.
Maybe he doesn't need a vehicle. Maybe he's got a little razor scooter. What does he drive? Does he drive something?
The Hood?
Yeah. What's his
nothing? That's the thing.
Mobile? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing.
Give him something.
Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing. Like, there was a story on the news that some, like, cargo ship was up in flames. I was like, that's the Hood's Ghost Rider.
There you go. Yeah. Got a nice fucking yacht.
And my brother just looks at me and goes, I fucking hate you so much. He's like, but goddamn, that makes sense. Like,
steaming fucking yacht coming your way.
Yeah. Next up is Jason Aaron going to... So, they're relaunching the Ninja Turtles title to #1.
Right. As comic book companies do. Yes.
But, like, this is the first time it's really happened to Ninja Turtles, I think.
IDW got the license. Like, you know, they want a soft reboot. They want to, you know, relaunch shit.
So, like, I mean, Jason Aaron did a great Thor story.
Right.
He did the whole, like, Jane Foster story.
Right.
He also did...
Didn't he do Wolverine on the X-Men? Isn't that Jason
Aaron? I think
Aaron?
you're correct.
Right.
Yeah. He also did... he did an Avengers run.
Right.
So it's like, you know, the kid's got some chops.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, very cool.
Okay, cool.
Like,
people are excited about it.
I'm interested. I mean, I just kind of recently gotten, like, deep into, like, Ninja Turtles again. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like, with Last Ronin and everything. So,
right.
I've been enjoying my Ninja Turtles
good time
run.
to maybe pick it back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I can't do weekly, dude, or monthly. I can't. You know how expensive those fucking comics are.
I know. We'll talk about that in catch-up.
Yeah.
What else we got, Tommy? Blitzkrieg news.
I know. It fucking closed on me.
Oh, okay. Technical difficulties abound this episode of the Rudies.
Movies!
Movie talk.
Mandalorian movie in the works.
Yes.
Which I guess was supposed to be season 4, but now it's a movie.
No, not necessarily. They could still do both. You know, they could still do a movie and still do season 4. Or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
With the way season 3 ended, which, again, we'll talk about.
We'll talk about the
Rudies. Fucking both forgot that came out this year.
True.
Or past year.
Yep. The Mandalorian, season 3.
The way that ended, like how he was just like, yep, feet up, kid playing in the yard, that was a fine ending.
I agree. So yeah, maybe the movie is a continuation of that story and not the season 4 or whatever. Maybe season 4 is more about, you know, Bo-Katan and, you know, trying to revitalize the Mandalorian population. Because it doesn't have to be, you know, about Din Djarin. It could be about, you know, any Mandalorian. Really, it's called the Mandalorian.
Yeah. But, I mean, when...
You know which one you're getting.
Exactly. Yeah. People want fucking Baby Yoda.
Right,
That's what it's boiled.
Well, you're going to get a movie of Baby Yoda. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Pascal too busy doing Reed Richards right now. What else we got?
I've been seeing fan art of that, and it looks very like.
Well, I mean, who gives a shit? It's fan art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these people actually have talent, unlike us.
Yes, correct. We're a bunch of hacks. This is accurate.
We are.
Yes. Yes, we're hacks. Thank you, Nation.
And then, how about you shut the fuck up, Nation?
Wow.
An Until Dawn movie is happening.
Yes. So I'm a fan of Until Dawn and all.
Yeah, I know.
You are not.
Yeah, I think I played it once.
Yeah, you played with us a little bit, and I did the Quarry on RudeBoyz be streaming on Twitch.
Enjoy watching those games happen.
Right. Yeah.
I don't enjoy those games.
Okay. That's completely understandable because it is a it is a cinematic focused game. So it's going to be interesting how they get this movie off the how they do it, because it is very it was based off of movies cliches and horror movie cliches and whatnot. It had Hayden Panettiere and Rami Malek up in the mix and Ben Dalton. Like a young
James
Hollywood.
Smith?
No, not that movie. Not that one. Wait, did it have one of the Smiths? Did it have that kid? I don't know.
No.
It didn't. Not that one. The Quarry did.
No!
One of them.
The Quarry was not Jaden Smith, you idiot.
No, I know it wasn't Jaden Smith either.
Now you do.
Now I do. No, I thought it was Willow Smith, but
you flat out said it was Jaden Smith.
Hey, you know what?
Go to the
you can
YouTube.
find out. Go to our YouTube, youtube.com/@RudeBoyz469. Check out our archive on our RudeBoyz be streaming the Quarry, and hear me be a horse's ass, and watch me be a horse's ass also.
It's not the first time Vince McMahon is taking pictures of Ric Flair bleeding.
I don't understand that.
Epstein Island.
Oh. I also okay. But yeah, it's interesting, and people were saying like because of all the multiple endings, how they could do like a Clue thing and put up multiple endings out there in theaters. You okay? What happened?
No, my fucking elbow I broke hurts.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, you're falling apart. Laptop's falling apart. It's gonna be Rudies. This might be the last episode ever.
It's because I'm fucking old, dude.
What else you got, Tom?
Ahsoka getting season 2.
Talk about TV now. Yes.
TV.
I mean, Ahsoka better have gotten a season 2 because of how it ended.
I hate this guy. He's such a cunt.
He's trying to announce RudeNation. Okay. Yeah, Ahsoka better get a season 2 after how it ended, so. Okay.
Sadly, no Ray Stevenson, though.
Yeah, true. That's a shame.
It's a goddamn shame. He was so fucking good in that.
Honestly, I think you're better because his story was very intriguing.
Yeah.
You gotta just recast. You have
to.
I mean, you just gotta have to.
Or somehow you have Shin kind of.
No, that's not Shin's story though. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they do. They've flown in on a phony. He'll get something going on.
Exactly. Stranger Things season 5 has started production.
Cool. I'm.
Wow.
No, listen. Like 4 we liked. I think 4 did get the Rudies for returning TV show. Mm-hmm. I'm still in the belief that shouldn't have gone any further than season 1. I liked how it ended.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love season 3. Yeah. I thought 3 was fucking the bomb. Like that.
I
was
liked
just
4. Like the
I like 4 as well. But
I like the introduction of the new characters.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would have known that Eddie would have been a breakout character, and then they fucking mark him.
Well, I think that was the plan. I think the plan was let's let everybody care about him.
They did the same thing with Sean Astin's character.
Yeah, exactly.
In 2.
Yeah.
Right? 2?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, season 5 is the last one. These kids are getting old.
Getting old and getting ugly.
Yep.
The boys are not aging well.
And getting real political, too, presumably.
Which one?
The Will kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's very pro-Israel, which is a fine statement to have.
I was like,
if you want to be also then anti this and that, then you got a problem.
How about you're just pro?
How about you just shut the fuck up?
How about you're just pro-human?
Well, okay. I mean,
how about people could just have beliefs, but also kind of be like, wow, these group of people don't have to be pieces of shits as well.
Okay.
So, that's just...
I'm not engaging in this anymore.
Engaged.
Why did you hone in on that word? Drink your beer. Can't have a conversation. Gotta drink your beer. Okay, let's keep this Blitzkrieg. Let's go.
Listen, you threw a boogie tissue over my head. Okay,
It was phlegmy. It wasn't.
And where does phlegm come from usually? Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck
Gross.
up. Or it could be mucus.
Right.
Gross.
Let's keep it Blitzkrieg.
God, I hate us. Netflix shows in the MCU timeline officially, which it is, because I am still doing my timeline, watching the MCU in the Marvel timeline order.
I mean, it always should have been.
I know, but I don't know. For some reason, they were holding off, and
because I guess
I think with the success of Echo and Daredevil,
brought
and Daredevil,
Charlie Cox into the MCU with No Way Home. Which, I mean, even if that was it, then hell yeah.
They also brought Kingpin into the MCU.
Correct, with Hawkeye.
With Hawkeye.
Yep.
We'll talk about Echo.
All right, okay. We'll talk about Echo a little bit later.
Yeah.
Nation, don't you worry.
I'm happy about that, though.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever not.
I mean, minus Iron Fist, all the Netflix shows were enjoyable. I mean, I didn't watch the Punisher seasons, which...
Here we go.
I see, Punisher's one of the lower rating ones.
Right, because it was Netflix fatigue, 100%. Yeah. Netflix MCU fatigue. Definitely. Even Defenders was a drag.
And Punisher. Deborah Ann Wall, who played Karen Page.
Yes.
And Eldon Hansen, I believe, who played Foggy.
Correct.
Oh, for Daredevil.
So speaking of the Netflix MCU shows, they're coming back for Daredevil Born Again.
I know the dude who played Foggy, he didn't know what was going on because he didn't get a call or anything.
Yeah, correct. But yeah, they're on board now.
Speaking of Born Again, it does resume production as of Monday, January 21st.
Okay.
So
cool.
Awesome.
It's January 21st now, and it's a Sunday. So you must mean the 22nd or Sunday. What do you mean?
No,
it's
dickhead.
21st today.
Today's the 20th, dickhead.
What does that say, Tom? 21st? What is
shit.
Oh, my God.
No, you're right. I apologize. You fuck.
Okay, there we go.
No, I thought today was the 20th. Wow, see, not being a functional human being, on January 20th.
Okay.
It's fucked my timeline.
There you go. You lost a day.
I really
That's
did.
Really what that comes out to. So Born Again is back on track. And I think the fight choreographer is on board now too, from Netflix, the Netflix show. So everybody's excited about that.
I thought he poo-pooed. I thought he was poo-pooing on the MCU.
Well, listen though,
Money talks, bullshit.
There you go, brother. What else we got? Is that it?
That's all we have for Blitzkrieg.
And that is all for Blitzkrieg News.
So,
we got a few minutes before the Rudies begin.
I'm thinking some food in the future.
Okay.
I'm thinking some burgers.
Okay.
We normally put on burgers.
Well, I know what you don't put on burgers, so I don't know why you're bringing this up.
Well, what do you put on burgers?
I put, I usually go for barbecue sauce, actually.
But you're known to use the devil's blood.
The devil's blood is what we call it.
Yeah. Some ketchup.
Ah, yes. Let's do a little RudeBoyz catch-up.
Yes.
While we do this RudeBoyz special.
Dude. I have a bagel in me.
I had a croissant.
Yeah, but you're home.
Try my croissant. Why'd you put your hat on? You ready to go?
Yeah!
All right.
Let's fight!
Click, drink.
It's about holding it in your mouth. It's about holding it in your mouth and then swallowing and then clinking and drinking. Come on, guy. You knew?
Tom, I did a lot of catch-up. Do you want to go first? Or you want to ping-pong around?
No, I'm going to go first.
All right, Tom's
you're
going
to yip-yap. I'm going to piss while you're talking.
I'm going to try not to yip-yap too much.
You're going to yip-yap.
You got the Rudies, Tom. We can't hold the Rudies up.
Yeah, but brother, you can't help yourself.
Tom, I have things you might want to hear about. I don't know why you're going to run away. You want me to pause or you go pee?
No.
Okay. Go ahead. So what have you been up to, Tommy? Let's catch up.
I watched Little Nicky for the first time.
Okay.
Never seen it. You ever see it?
Yeah.
Okay. It was silly.
Terrible movie, yeah. Absolutely garbage.
The funny thing is... Huh? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, Adam Sandler has worked with every Arquette except for David Arquette.
How many Arquettes are there?
Well, Patricia Arquette was in Little Nicky.
Patricia! Right.
He's worked with Rosanna Arquette. Alexis Arquette, which I think is from in Wedding Singer.
Okay.
And their father was the Cardinal in Little Nicky.
Was the Cardinal in Little Nicky. Okay.
Who
I know who you're talking about.
One of his brothers was possessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never worked with David Arquette. It was a silly movie. It was like...
Yes, it is.
Much like all Adam Sandler movies,
right.
like, are fucking
What's the premise,
silly.
Tom, if people don't know what Little Nicky's all about?
He's the son of Satan. His
Right.
brothers come to Earth to try to make their own hell, which
Correct.
you can just go to Florida.
Yep. They should have just done that.
Yeah, you go to Florida or Texas. There's your hell.
Yeah.
But Harvey Keitel, who plays the devil, is falling apart because his brothers
he
went through the Hellgate or some
and
shit.
they stopped the flow of dead people.
Rodney Dangerfield plays Lucifer.
Yes.
It's
It's a pretty standard Adam Sandler.
It is.
You
All
know.
of his people are in there, like
Yep.
the guys from like Grandma's Boy,
Right.
and like they're all in there.
Yeah. They're all there.
Which I know
I
know you hate Grandma's Boy.
I don't hate Grandma's Boy. I just was like, meh.
You're cool on it.
I'm very cool on
Yeah.
it. I'm very cool.
Wedding Singer is by far my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
I'd still have to say Billy Madison.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't really
That
care for
fucking-
Wedding Singer. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
It's not for me.
When was the last time you watched it?
Oh, decades ago.
Yeah, we should watch it again. It's fun.
I
It's a fun
have no
flick.
interest.
Okay, well,
To be
I think
completely
your girlfriend
honest.
will, so we'll watch it.
All right. Okay.
What
else you been up to, Tommy?
It's funny that you say Billy Madison's your favorite after that video you sent me. How Billy Madison, Con Air, and Big Lebowski. And
with Steve Buscemi, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, dude, it's such an interesting concept. Like,
Right.
I'm like, holy shit. Did you ever see Con Air?
No.
Oh, dude! Con Air is definitely one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies.
Okay.
We may have to have we could just do a random go to the movies, or we could just watch it. Like,
Okay.
Con Air's fun.
Okay.
Like, it's a Nick Cage 90s movie. Came out around the same time as Face Off.
Okay.
Probably
So I've never seen Face Off either, which I feel like you already know about.
Actually, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we talk about Face Off a lot for somebody who's never seen it.
Well, I thought you were talking about the show on Sci-Fi about the where they do the special effects makeup.
No,
I know.
You know.
I'm being an idiot,
All right.
guy.
What else you up to?
I've started a journey.
Okay.
The girlfriend, got me into One Piece.
Right.
I watched the live action, and I'm like, you know what? Netflix has about 500 plus episodes, and they'll probably be getting the rest. And I'm like, you know what? Let's watch it.
Okay.
I'm still in season 1, episode 46.
Okay. So you got some ways to go.
It's really it does the whole everything I've watched was already covered in the live action.
Okay, gotcha.
Like the whole thing, they get Sanji, the cook. They help Nami. with the fishmen.
So what you've seen
so
already.
much more violent, like, and the fights.
The cartoons.
Yeah, the fight. Like, and I get the fights are, like, budgeting, like, they could only do so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's...
You watching it dubbed or subbed?
Dubbed.
Okay.
I can't read.
Okay.
No, because sometimes, like,
You'll throw it on, and you just want to be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw it on, I'll be like, alright, let me fucking play Snap, or, like,
Gotcha.
That might be the title of the episode. I can't read.
I can't read.
I can't read, Mick. Oh, Mick, I can't read.
Whoa.
They choke slam me out of my shoes.
Ghost of Terry Funk. All right, listen, we're doing the episode right now.
I've had some RudeBoyz specials.
Oh, I bet you have.
That knocked me out of my shoes.
I bet you have. We need you to head over to where they're doing the announcers, so you can head over there. Tom, continue your story. I'm sorry.
Very cool. I'm nice. I know this is not a journey you're going to take.
No.
Like,
it's not.
It is good. Like, and honestly, the English dub is actually very good.
Is it?
Like,
Okay.
it is. Like, I mean, Nami...
Who did it? 4Kids?
Huh?
Who did the dub? Do you know who does the dub?
Kids Bob. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
They're fucking speaking English and I can understand them.
Who's Don
You're
Vito
fucking...
the Bear. That's what that was right there.
You're fucking asking me who did the dub. I don't fucking know, dude.
All right. Jesus.
4Kids.
Yeah, 4Kids. They did the dub for Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff.
Digimon.
Yes. They originally did One Piece.
I don't know,
in
man.
the first few episodes.
Probably, maybe.
I don't think it is.
Cool story, bro.
All right. What else you been up to, Tom?
It's cool, though. Like,
right,
I'm enjoying it. Like, the whole, like, Nami story, it's a lot more heartbreaking in the anime than it is in, like, the live action.
Right.
Because the whole town knew what she was doing.
Okay.
Where, in the live action, the whole town just thought she was looking out for herself.
Right.
Like, it was like, oh, fuck. Even, like, her sister has, like, the fish tattoo.
Okay.
In, like, solidarity to...
Nami.
And,
right.
Apparently... And, again, girlfriend told me this, and she was just like, yeah, she's like, they just put that in the show because it was more tattoos. So yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. I definitely am.
Good.
So, you're gonna mock me. I have been playing Fortnite. I know a couple, 2 years back you were playing this for on and off, I know.
Yeah, like 4 years.
Yeah, and that's what I'm feeling from Fortnite. It's one of those games where you go like, all right, I'm going to jump in, I'll play a few rounds, and boom, done.
Nice.
Like Apex Legends, which I almost downloaded because they have Final Fantasy VII shit going on right now in Apex Legends. Dude, there's so much Marvel shit in Fortnite, though.
Yes, there is.
Like, apparently Green Goblin, when you hit the glider, comes in on his actual, glider.
Are you, did you spend any money? Or
no.
Okay.
God, fuck, no.
I don't know.
No. I spent enough money on Snap.
There you go. What do you spend money on Snap for?
The seasons.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think the seasons for Fortnite's like $20 or some shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good on that one.
No, listen. I mean, I guess if you're playing, did you have skins or something? Like, did you do any of that? Or
no, not yet. I
mean, around as whoever.
Yeah, whatever they fucking put me in.
Gotcha.
Like fucking that Anthony Mackie show that was on Netflix, Carbon Midnight.
Oh,
Altered Carbon, yeah. Look, I had Carbon, okay? Come on, guy.
You got some of the words, right? Okay.
All
right.
So, yeah, I mean, that's all I've really been up to. I just been...
been Fortniting and watching Little Nicky.
And One Piece.
Yeah.
I've also, been playing Final Fantasy 16, and that's just a journey. Like, I thought... I think I told you where it was just like, oh, you're 33% done.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was only 33% done of that
one
section.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, fuck me.
Right. Still got a ways to go.
Oh, yeah, which I'm enjoying it. Like, It's such a good story.
Nice.
It really is. I
Nice.
know the guy who produces 14, or the director of 14, did 16.
Okay. Right. There's a lot of DNA from the 14 team.
And he actually said, he's like, I think it's time for like a younger group of developers to start working on the Final Fantasy like ongoing series, not necessarily the online,
right?
But like the next one should be like younger developers.
Sure, of course. Yeah, no, that should be.
Which
the
I mean,
way...
younger people are so into retro, so like we'll probably go back to pixel. Like,
yeah, listen, it might, if it looks nice and it looks good and it plays good, then that's really all that matters, So.
Yeah, yep. Gonna have to. Final Fantasy year for me, man. It got Rebirth coming out the end of February, which cannot.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Cannot.
Did you play the
Rebirth?
No, did you play the Integral? The little DLC?
I did not play that, and I did not play the Crisis Core.
Right. But I'm saying, like, as far as Crisis Core, I understand. But I think, well, I mean, I'm sure it's DLC anyway. But if you were to pop
the stuff with
Yuffie,
yeah.
If you were to pop in PS4 copy into your PS5, you should be able to get a free. It should bump it up to the PS5 version, and then you could probably purchase the DLC.
Interesting.
Just
I'll try
to play a little Yuffie action.
Yeah,
if you're into that sort of thing, I don't know.
I mean, if it helps with the story, sure. Like, I do gotta replay Rebirth. Like,
what better time?
Oh, dude, I got Remake coming, and I'm sorry.
Remake.
Yes. I gotta play. I gotta start replaying. I gotta replay
Rebirth.
Remake.
Yes, you gotta play Remake.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, Rebirth comes out the 29th.
Right.
So, which I'll probably be going to swing on the Best Buy to pick up day of.
Fuck Best Buy now. Best Buy getting rid of physical. Fuck you, Best Buy.
Who should I get for physical? GameStop, probably.
I'd hate to say Amazon, but I mean,
I know.
I mean, if you want to go physical, yes, go to Target. Why don't you go to Target?
Yeah, I could go to Target.
Go to Target. Or go to a little mom and pop store, little pop store.
It's not that many. I mean, I got Trading Post by me.
They sell new games or no? No way to know.
I can always go look. I avoid the fucking outlets like the plague. No, that's the only thing.
That's just seeing the movies. Is that all you've been up to, Tommy?
That's all I've been up to, brother.
All right. Well, I've been up to some stuff.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, real quick. Watch movies. Watch some stuff with the girlfriend. Watch Oppenheimer.
How was Oppenheimer?
Was pretty good. A lot of. So you're a big fan of Florence Poe, right?
Uh-huh.
She gets all topless and gets on Cillian Murphy's. I was going to call him the Scarecrow, which is funny because he was Scarecrow. Cillian Murphy.
You called him Cillian Murphy.
Did I call him?
You just called him Cillian Murphy.
It's funny how I don't hop on your fucking faux pas the way you hop on mine.
Hold on, Cillian Murphy's just silly. I love it.
Murphy's
I love it. I love it.
Stage comic name.
I'm not.
Cillian Murphy.
I'm not hopping on you. It was just funny.
Okay.
Guy friend.
So, Cillian Murphy. Florence Poe hopping on that dick.
Jeez.
So, I mean, you might like it just for that reason. I don't know what to tell you. But
so, was that the A-bomb?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I think Oppenheimer shows up I think.
Oh, yeah, you were saying.
Peacock on 16th of November, so.
Of November? That's a long way to go. February.
It's a big weekend, man. I got Oppenheimer on Peacock. Yep. I got you got Madam Web.
Yeah. A lot of cocks and webs on that weekend.
I cannot believe I'm going to get dragged to that fucking movie.
You're going to see it.
I'm going to get dragged. You better get me either high or drunk to go see that movie.
Get yourself some fucking gummies and I'll drag you out. Absolutely.
We may have to go run to a dispensary before.
But Oppenheimer was pretty good. It won a whole bunch of Emmys or whatever. SAG Awards. I don't know.
Golden Globes?
Golden Globes, thank you. That was the thing. It was happening.
Emmys are for TV.
Fair. Yeah, you're right. That was also the similar weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oppenheimer was pretty good. I would say check it out if you could. We saw Great Gatsby again on that was the Bas Luhrmann version with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Never seen it, never read it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I never understood the hype of it.
Of the book, The Great Gatsby,
or the movie, like
yeah. I mean,
I never understood the hypes.
It was I don't know. It's Great Gatsby. It's classic American literature, which take that for what you will.
So is of Mice and Men.
Okay.
Which is better.
So is The Old Man and the Sea.
So is The Pearl.
So is Hop on Pop.
So is A Christmas Carol.
Okay, good. Yeah, whatever. Great Gatsby was okay. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Watched this last night.
Uh-huh.
What?
No, I'm just what you were saying earlier off air.
I don't even remember.
Just feet.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of feet, also known as Feet the Movie. Thank you. Thank you for putting me back on track for that, because I did want to say that. There's a lot of feet in this movie. Tarantino's at his feetiest. You know, can't be defeated in the amount of feet in this fucking movie.
That's pretty good.
It is just blatant. This is another one of his like alternate history takes on something that happened, whether that is World War II, whether that is the slavery down south, and this is now the murder of Sharon Tate, with the Charles Manson family. Yes, there's some alternate history stuff in it. It is still pretty good. I like it. I think DiCaprio kills it, and Brad Pitt is in it. Brad Pitt does a great job.
I think this is his second time working with DiCaprio. Django was his first time.
I believe you're right. The same thing with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was in Inglourious Basterds. That was the thing too. I was trying to find what sort of little connections he made in this movie that ties into his other movies.
Right.
And there's a couple, but I'm not going to say it because you should see it. You should check it out.
I mean, I probably already know them because one of our associates is a huge Tarantino fan, and he's probably already ruined it, even though I don't listen.
I don't listen to him, so yeah. So I think you'll probably be like, oh yeah, look at that.
Okay.
You'll do the old Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Yeah.
There it is.
And that's probably why you put that in.
You think Tarantino he put that in to be silly, to be a silly boy, to be a silly and Murphy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. And dude, I wasn't hopping on you for the business. It was just like, wait.
That was a soft C, not a hard C.
I loved it. It was
just like this hard C right here.
No,
Madam Web, February 14.
I love how the Madam Web joke has just gotten to the point where I'm sending you the trailer.
Dude, Dakota, did you see that little clip Dakota Johnson did where she was like, she's getting all hot, talking to you about, you're going to see it again. You're going to see this movie. Like, they're leaning into it now.
Oh my god. So, when we go see Madam Web, should you get one end of the theater and I'll watch it on the other end?
I'm gonna keep the buttons, okay? It's gonna be an empty theater anyway.
Dude, if you bring the buttons...
I might bring the buttons.
Please bring the buttons.
I might bring the buttons. I might do that.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be embarrassing, and I'm already embarrassing.
Oh my god. Well, yes, but...
Naturally embarrassing.
You're gonna be with me, so it doesn't matter. We embarrass each other.
Going back to Oppenheimer real quick, I sent you that video of the guy when they did the A-bomb test and he farts in the theater thinking he could get away with it. When that scene happens, I was like laughing to myself and I had to tell Jen about it. It's just funny because it's like, they test the A-bomb and the guy's in theater, so he thinks he's like, all right, cool, I'm going to fart during the scene. And it's silent and you hear just people giggling around him. Like, that's pretty funny. Anyway, that's what I've been watching. I also saw this movie, Reliance. It's on Hulu. It stars Jake Johnson, who's a funny guy. I like Jake Johnson. He's the guy from New Girl.
Peter B. Parker.
Who voices Peter B. Parker.
I do want to watch New Girl.
I see clips of it, and it looks silly. I saw a couple episodes.
Okay.
It's like, if you cannot... what am I trying to say? If you can stand Zooey Deschanel... at 11, then I guess you can watch the show. But after a while, it's like, I'm a little drained by Zooey Deschanel, not in a good way, But she's a lot like, I've seen parodies of her that are like wow, they were not kidding. Like, she is a cartoon character. Or at least she's portraying one. I don't know how she is in real life. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
But this movie, Jake Johnson basically gets, how do I put this? It's almost like he gets hired to be on this weird dark web game show where he has to survive for 30 days from assassins that might come and kill him whenever. But he needs to be around people in order to, the assassins will only get him if he's alone. So he needs to be constantly around people. He hires a homeless person. Okay, I'm distracted, clearly. Sorry. What I'm saying is worth...
No, I know. And I have comments, but continue.
Okay. So it's really about that. Like, it's him. The movie's fine. It's him, it's him growing and trying to be around people and, like trying to learn how to be a better human being. He's funny in it. Anna Kendrick is in it. She's funny. It's silly movie. It's silly movie. A Cillian Murphy movie. You got comments on it? It's overdone.
Yeah, right? You're overdone.
You got comments or no?
It's like the first time you got the buttons.
Right.
It sounds a little like The Running Man.
Never saw The Running Man. I'd like to see The Running Man.
Yeah, okay. All right. I will keep that in my bank. I have it. Did you ever see Total Recall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like twice or something. I haven't seen it enough as much as I should. Also watched Fool Me Once.
Okay.
Which is a show on Netflix, a little mini-series, limited series. You know the author Harlan Coben? Harlan Coben? Am I saying that right?
He's from Lost? Big fat dude?
No. I'm the author.
Oh.
He's an author.
Oh, okay.
So no.
Yes.
You can say no.
No, I do know of him because
okay.
he had all those bright colored books at Borders.
So this is a adaptation of his one of his books, I guess. I don't know. This chick is it's fucking weird. I don't know. I'm like literally losing interest talking about it.
I've already lost interest.
Right? Yeah. The lady, her husband dies. She thinks she sees him, and there's this weird conspiracy to discredit her, or maybe he's really alive because he was in some weird conspiracy shit. It's very confusing, and how it ends is like, okay, that's how it ended. I don't know. Get high, get drunk, and watch it. Cool.
I definitely have to visit two of the dispensaries around here.
God of War, Ragnarok, Valhalla DLC. I
finally touched it.
Of it. Yes, it is a roguelite God of War, which means that it's a loop, which means that you reach a certain point, and then you have to start it over again, because that's the whole roguelike elements of these games. Tom, you have not touched any of the new God of War games.
Nope.
So let me.
Well, I mean, a little bit of
extensively.
Yeah, definitely not, because I got stuck where I had to throw my ice axe, and my ice axe kept falling. And
hey, you know what? That's a great
gate was closing.
So I'm gonna walk you through,
and I hated my life.
I'm gonna walk you through how God of War combat is in these new games, because this is a very combat centric DLC campaign. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the point. Like, they want you to, do well in these combats, get good perks and whatever, and then move on, build yourself up. You know what I mean? So you have a weapon, right? You have a light and heavy attack, sure. Then you have runic attacks, which are like specials, and you have light and heavy versions of that as well. Your weapon has a attribute, so in the sense that the axe is ice, so you can like charge it up and it can freeze people. Okay. Now you have 3 weapons, so you have 3 times as much of those things. Okay. In addition, you also have your own your god mode sort of thing, like your rage meter. You have that. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. You know what? Exactly. What? Exactly.
The fuck?
Also, you're attacking with the fucking shoulder buttons and not, like, the buttons, the face buttons, which fucks me up.
Stop.
Yeah, I played a little bit of this and I realized this is all this is, and I didn't want to play it anymore. Like, it has interesting allusions to the original trilogy of God of War, the ones that came out for PS2 and dabbled with PS3. I really want, and if the rumors are true, for them to stop remaking Last of Us, remake God of War. You could do it in this engine, I don't care. Like, it would just look nice. And that's really what I want. I don't want this. And I was good with it. I played it, and I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this anymore.
And I know the dude who voices Kratos in these says he won't voice a young Kratos.
Right, yeah, because he has respect for the younger, the actor who voiced him younger. What I have been playing that's been knocking my socks off a little bit, and I'll talk about this probably later in the year, this is going to be a long game, Ghost of Tsushima. This game is dope.
When the fuck did you get this?
I got it last year,
yeah.
and I just didn't touch it. And
cool.
I was like, this is like a game I pick up for December, or for January, I mean. And I did that, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, this game kicks off. This game feels like a AAA game. Like, this game is like, nice, man.
It looks
Big
good.
fan of Sucker Punch. Love the Sly Cooper games. Enjoyed the Infamous games. But man, oh man, when this game starts is like, holy shit, bro. This is fucking good.
Yeah,
it
looks
very excited.
really
yeah,
good.
It is. I definitely got to when I finish it, you got to check it out or whatever, or maybe pick it up if it's cheap someplace. But it is. Well, you got Final Fantasy. You're tied up. But
it was supposed to be on that, like, hey, you
got
a PS5,
yeah.
you get these shits for free.
Yeah, I remember.
That was a failure.
Right. But this game is man. This is
no. It
this
looks fucking. I think when it first came out, I was interested in it. But
so was I.
I didn't have a 5.
Well, it came out for PS4.
Did it?
Yeah, and this is like the
upgrade,
the director's cut version or whatever.
I thought this was like one of the 5 launch games.
No, they might have. I mean, it came out at the tail end of PS4, and then they might have remastered it or touched it up for the PS5, or just repackaged it. Put it in new hat mode. But it is. I mean, really
like
enjoying
Mario.
it, just like Mario. Yeah, just like Mario Odyssey.
Wahoo! It's a me. You don't have a Mario button.
I don't have a Mario button. That was pretty much all I've been playing. I picked up. A lot of people have been talking about this online on the internet. You heard of the internet?
What the fuck is the internet?
All right, here's the tubes. But these tubes, they're talking, man, about Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man relaunch by Jonathan Hickman. So I picked it up, $5.99. Can't do it, but I can buy a $5.99 coffee every goddamn day.
Dude, picking up monthly is a fucking it's a chore.
Listen, the comic box right by me. That's the name of the place. Super nice people in there.
You could probably just give them your name, and they probably have like a monthly type of thing.
Sure, I'm not going to do that though.
I know.
But this is pretty good. Like, I liked this. I liked reading this. I like where they're going with this version of the Ultimate Universe. Hickman did the Ultimate Invasion, which is basically relaunching the Ultimate Universe, but it's not the same Ultimate Universe, so there's that. Hence why this is not the same Peter Parker from that.
Right,
yeah. Maybe it is, I don't fucking know. But
it's weird because it's like, from the videos I've seen, it's like, well, the Peter Parker from the original Ultimate guy killed.
Yes. And he was a kid.
Yeah.
Also, still.
But like, this is like a Peter who's like actually got to have a life.
Yeah, this is an older Peter.
It's like
who's married to Mary Jane. Kind of, yeah.
A little bit, I would say.
Wasn't House of M Peter with Gwen?
He was with Gwen, but he had Uncle Ben.
Right.
He still had his power, but he still had his power still.
Right. This Peter does not have powers. Has the strive the line I've seen a lot, not the line, but I guess the takeaway I've seen a lot is that the 616 Peter had all the power and needed to learn the responsibility. This Peter knows all the responsibility, but just needs the power.
Right.
So it's an interesting flip on that, and we're going to see how this Spider-Man differs to the 616. Clearly not in costume, because his costume looks just like fucking 616 Peter, which, whatever, it's fine.
Well, the costume that they've been showing from number 2, it's just all black right now.
Yeah, it's like a weird nanotech suit, whatever. It's interesting. You should definitely read it. Even if you just read episode 1, issue 1, and then be like, cool, when it gets collected, pick it up, do something like that. That's what I read in the monthly format. Tommy, you got me. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go to. How do I segue? Do I segue to more Spider-Man or do I segue to more Hickman?
Do Spider-Man.
All right. Tom Taylor's Spider-Man. Tommy got me this for Christmas, and he writes Spider-Man very well. I do like this. This is like it was a relaunch Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man run that Tom Taylor had.
Okay.
That was his own little thing that I guess they just called Spider-Man. But it is really good. I think the real main storyline takeaway that I even remember reading about when it happened was that Aunt May gets diagnosed with cancer. So that's what's going on in his personal life. What's going on in his Spider-Man life is, classic Spider-Man stuff, classic quipping. There's one bit with the Prowler, like he's got to do stuff with that. I guess Tom Taylor, I don't know what's going on with the Spider-Man status quo at the time, but, there's some characters that kind of pop in and out of this run. And it is a lot of fun. I think he writes Spider-Man very well. It's very funny also, which is a plus for Spider-Man books. They have to have a certain levity to it because Spider-Man,
sometimes Spider-Man's
got a shitty fucking life, so he's got to quip around. You know what I mean?
Sometimes Spider-Man books can be written really shitty.
So McFarlane, looking at you. That's not to say it's bad. It's just different.
Straczynski, towards the end, we're looking at you.
Well, Straczynski was forced to do the what is it?
So he says.
One more day. Yeah.
Yeah. So he says.
Well, I mean that's what Dan Slott wanted. Walloping web snappers, everybody. What also was written well, though, Jonathan Hickman's House of X and Powers of 10.
Powers of X, you idiot.
I've heard it was Powers of 10. I guess it can be interchangeable.
By who?
I didn't hear it online. I was looking at YouTube videos. People call it Powers of 10. I guess that you can... Listen,
right, forget it. Fucking YouTubers fucking rule the fucking world. I fucking forget.
Well, because the book
it's House of X, Powers of X. What the fuck is Shawn Michaels wearing?
He's wearing the Texas flag.
That's
and
stupid.
Else. Well, he's from Texas.
That's stupid.
Oh, he's a Texas boy.
That's stupid.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's House of X, Powers of X. Anyone who says House of X, Powers of 10 is a fucking retard and deserves to have their channel fucking demonetized and destroyed and never to be seen again. Sorry.
Wow.
That just that's your Ness shit.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
So can I just call it Hops and Pox then? Does that make you happy?
You can call it Hox and Pox or House of X, Powers of X.
But I don't know if that's correct or not.
It is. Because I'm telling you it is.
I'm going to Google this real quick.
Have I ever steered you wrong?
I'm not saying you are
Holy
steering me
shit,
wrong.
you got my blood pressure up on that
I
one.
see that, yeah.
I apologize.
You fuck. This is very well done.
Yeah.
You have
Mixed
issues
feelings.
with the
I have
whole
mixed feelings.
Krakoa era
I do.
of stuff. But what I want, because for someone who doesn't have that same
Love of X-Men?
not necessarily love, but that
Knowledge?
Again, not knowledge. I guess love is probably the way to say it. Like that connection,
Purest
that
feeling?
Okay, I don't have that, so I can read an X-Men book and be like, all right, cool. I can read Desert Genesis and be like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's X-Men, all right. Or I can read this and just be in it for the story. Like, I know who the characters are. I know the players. I just need to get a story that's well done. And I think Jonathan Hickman sets the stage up, and how this collected edition of Hox and Pox is put together very well, because it teases a little bit of what it's all about. And obviously I know about what goes on in this collection because it happened years ago, so I was just curious and I know about it, so I know what the status quo is. I know that the X-Men are can have a new island nation of Krakoa, that they are basically now its own nation and they want to be recognized as such, and they cloning is pretty much the name of the game, and how some villains are now good guys and some good guys are now villains. Like, it's a brand new, it's a shakeup to the X-Men formula. The way that Hickman writes this or how it's presented, I think the art is fantastic. I don't remember the artists that were doing these two books, but the art is great. I love it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me I'm right. For a very objective opinion thought. Thank you.
I was trying to engage. Sorry, I won't fucking do that again.
All right, well, you don't have to say you're right. You can just be like, I agree.
Doesn't matter. Whatever.
You're still heated about that pronunciation.
Whatever I fucking said would have been wrong. So continue.
Wow. Why do you feel like you're so attacked right now? You have thoughts on the Krakoa era, so I enjoyed this. I really did. I think that it sets up the X-Men nicely, especially after Marvel just kind of mishandled them for so long, just because Fox had the movie rights, And I think setting up the whole like Orcus stuff and the mission to stop the Mother Mold was exciting. Even though I knew that I'm like, if I didn't know that these X-Men were going to be cloned right next issue, I would have been like, holy fuck, this is a shakeup, my guy. You're just killing them left and right. You know what I mean? I really did enjoy this. I do want to read more of the Krakoa era stuff, because I feel like I now have a good jumping point. And from what I understand, the next thing I need to read is Dawn of X, which is in 16 collected editions. So I don't think I'm going to be reading any more of this, because that sounds impossible.
They really need to fucking just put it all in.
Yeah, which I'm surprised they didn't, but that's also like... Because apparently it's like 16... it's like when they relaunched X-Men, okay, and then X-Force, and then this, and then that, the Marauders, and this and that, and this and that.
The 16 issues might be in there.
No, but what they do is each volume is like the number ones, and then the next one is the volume twos. Which I like. Don't get me wrong. That's how I like my Omnis. Give me them chronological, how they came out, how I would have picked them up if I was reading it. I like that. But also, now, guess what? If for whatever reason one's out of print and I drop it, then I'm lost. So, fuck me, right?
The biggest thing about the Krakoa era is, one, why the fuck you would allow some... And I get it. You needed someone for cloning.
Yes.
But, like, why let Sinister near that island?
Well, that's what's cool. Like, a lot of how it teases that stuff. So another big hook, and this is something I need to ask you, maybe your input on it, or maybe you just know more about the Krakoa era since. So one of the big retcons is that Moira McTaggart is a mutant.
Yes.
Her mutant power is reincarnation.
Yeah.
So when she dies,
like 10
she
times?
relives her life. Presumably, she can only do that 10 times, and this is her 10th time.
Yeah.
So now, she's been a mutant this whole time. We're to believe.
Yeah.
Right? And then they do they do this cool stuff between the Hawks and the Pox, where you see these different future timelines, and it turns out Moira was in those timelines. She gets killed, and then she has the knowledge of all that timeline. That's another big takeaway too. She has the knowledge of everything of her previous life. So I'm to believe that this timeline I'm looking at right now, like, now all of a sudden Professor X is like, all right, now we're going to make a mutant nation. Like, why didn't you just do it then? When like... Because I guess he did try in some of the previous lives. I don't know, it seems like a little like, why are we doing this now? Oh, because, well, Moira's a mutant. I'm like, but why didn't you just do it... why didn't you do it, like, before Decimation? Why didn't you do it before Schism? Like, why'd you do it now? I don't know. Maybe, I'm sure there's a reason.
Well, Cyclops made a mutant nation with Utopia.
Right, but then why wasn't Professor X like... Why wasn't he just like... He might have been dead. I don't fucking know. Might have been in space. I don't know. Might have been banging a bird. I don't know. But...
So
why didn't he... Why wasn't he just like... Stop. Just give me a couple years. Why now? Why was it at this moment?
Because Moira brought the idea up to him, and he, Moira has a hold on him.
I understand that.
Them making her immune was the stupidest fucking thing ever. I fucking hated that.
Why? Can I ask why?
So the whole thing about the X-Men growing up that, I read was Unity.
Okay.
Trying to have mutants and humans coexist.
Right.
Now, Moira was a known human geneticist.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Who worked close with Professor X, who
Right.
was also banging.
Yes. Real close.
But, like,
Wheelchair.
Clapping uglies.
Clapping uglies.
Bumping uglies.
Clapping uglies.
So, like, I dug that. The whole, like, okay, wow, so humans and mutants can actually coexist to make the world better for both species.
Okay, right.
Making her a mutant was fucking stupid and out of fucking left field.
I can agree it's out of left field.
I did like the fact that they had Magneto and him, Magneto and Charles working very closely together.
Right. Yeah, because I think when they team up, then it's usually always a good time. This is a united front at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, them making her a mutant was stupid. Them making a whole separate island of mutants was silly.
Right.
Because it was just kind of like, so you're putting yourself above the humans.
Well,
like, that whole thing that Magneto was more or less threatening those humans.
I mean, they do say that. They say that.
Like, you're putting yourself fully above the humans, but yet you still want them to look at you as equals.
I don't think... I mean...
They should just
as someone who just read it, I don't think that they do. I think that they realize that they even say that. Like, Xavier says, it's like, listen, while you slept, the world changed. Like, we inherit the Earth. It's an inevitability, but we're going to be over here because we tried to work together.
Right.
Didn't happen. And I love that. I love how the book was interstitched when, right before they clone the X-Men who died on that mission, you see these news clippings and flashbacks, let's say, of Professor X reliving the Genoshan massacre, reliving, like Scarlet Witch, the decimation and all that stuff, and all this other things, and he's just like, no more. Which is also another, a fun callback, how, Wanda said no more mutants, and then he's like, mutants, no more. Like, no more. Like, he's not going to stand to that anymore. I think he's basically like, listen, we're chilling over here. You need to just get with it. That's it. And I know that goes against Professor X's MO from the jump, but that's kind of where that's the status quo that needed to happen. I think. Again, I don't have that same connection you do with the X-Men and the previous X books and whatnot, but like, I'm willing to be like, oh, listen, if insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
And that's what he was doing. And he was trying to be a nice guy.
And them shoving the whole Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean Grey relationship down our throats.
I don't think that wasn't shoved down our throats.
Well, no, in the X-Men book, apparently it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, why was
I can only speak for Hawks and Powers.
Why was this necessary? This was not needed.
It's got to shake it up.
Jean is a fucking trash nugget.
Wow.
Who fucking just manipulates both men.
Wow. Okay. Trash nugget.
She deserves to be alone.
Wow. Okay.
Scott was actually at his happiest when he was with Emma.
Okay.
And Wolverine should be with Storm.
Wow. Okay.
Let fucking Jean be alone.
Okay.
Go destroy some planets.
Wow. Which, I mean, she's known to do. She's wanted to do.
Go. Bye-bye. Go to space, cut the Phoenix Force, and just suffocate.
Not a Jean Grey fan, huh?
You know what? How she played both those guys is bullshit.
Did she play him?
Huh?
I don't know. I haven't. I can't.
Dude, she's as bad as Madeline Pryor with Havoc. Okay.
Well, that's Havoc's fault, really. Havoc is insane. Havoc is doing the same thing several times and expecting a different result.
I know. Poor Havoc.
Listen, he's just got it hot for his brother's wife's clone.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Nobody's like, Alex, really?
There
really,
were...
Alex, really?
I will say there were parts of...
I got it hot for now. Magneto's daughter. Yes. That's not any better.
House of X and Powers of X. Like, I did enjoy those, like, 2 new mutants that they introduced. The Rasputin.
Yeah, so one of the timelines deals with chimeras, which are genetically engineered mutants that have multiple powers.
Yes,
and then this Rasputin is like Colossus and Kitty and Magic and I think a little bit of Wolverine, XU3. So I honestly, I'll put it this way: if I can access, and I'm not gonna fucking download shit. I'm gonna get it physical. If I have access to Dawn of X, I will read Dawn of X. I just can't guarantee that I will. That's where we're at.
Absolutely.
That's where I'm at as
I did, what was it? You had Rasputin, who was like... What?
Literally just said it, so I can't believe you weren't paying attention.
I wasn't, sorry.
Mm-hmm, it's fine.
And then you...
had Cardinal, which was
like
a Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler Jean, I think?
Possibly?
Yeah, I think it was... And Shadow... Oh, no, Rasputin was Rasputin. Yeah. Rasputin, I believe they actually brought into 616.
Probably, yeah, because that's how things go. Yeah. If things are popular, let's bring them into the 616.
I would like to see them do a collected edition of the Hellfire Gala.
Yeah.
Those like, I think they did like 3 or 4 of them.
I think 3. I think the last one was the third one.
Where chaos happened.
Yeah, because right now, everything, we're in the fall of the X.
Yeah, because right now I think Cyclops has his eyes sewn shut.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Orcus is not good.
Orcus is the new big bad, yeah. And you're right, having Sinister, why is that a good idea?
Sinister's part of Orcus now.
Has Sinister always been written like that? Almost like...
Oh, he's a piece of shit, dude.
I know, but when I read Inferno, I wasn't like, oh yeah, that's... I mean, it could have been a different Sinister, whatever.
No,
Sinister clones or whatever.
He always had that underlining, like...
No, but he's almost like...
like a goof?
Yeah.
Like how he was obsessed with
him.
Well, no, that was more in...
how he's portrayed...
Swords, Sword of X, where he was obsessing about his cape.
Yeah, no, that was this. That was Hawks and Fox.
I did.
He was just like, ooh, like he just seems very like he was him from Powerpuff Girls, like the devil character.
Okay, yeah,
that, like very effeminate, very just like grand.
Dude, what they did to Sabretooth was like, wow.
Send him to the pit. Listen,
and now he's out, and now he's starting, and now I think there's a series going on called the Sabretooth Wars.
Oh, yeah. No, that's happening with Wolverine. We talked about that.
Yep.
All right. That's all I've been up to.
Cool.
I definitely want to stay into X-Men, but it's going to be a little bit. And then we'll see where we're at. But it's all we've been up to. Tom, let's get to our places. The Rudies are about to begin.
Sure. Now we are to the show, the 2023 Rudies. I'm your host, Michael Morbius, here to present the RudeNation's #1 fan, Aphelion.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here to present the Rudie for the best video game of 2023. The nominees are Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Wonder, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Dredge, and Fire Emblem Engage. And the winner is Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Congratulations. Unfortunately, both Spider-Man and all of the rest of them are unavailable, so here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
All right, Rudy for Video Game of the Year goes to Spider-Man 2. Tom, can you believe it? The video game we both played, the video game we both loved, the video game I platinumed, the video the video game we did a whole separate episode for, won our best game of the year. Can you imagine?
Never,
right? This was not telegraphed at all. It stars our boy Spider-Man.
Yep.
Stars two of them actually. Venom's in the mix. Craven, you know, gonna be in a motion picture later this year.
This was
you
also...
forgot about that or no?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
This is. I'm trying to erase all Sony movies from my brain.
Well,
I know February 14th.
February 14. Yes.
Oh,
Marvel Spider-Man 2 wins. We've talked about this game numerous
Have we?
times. We've had a whole episode about it.
I don't think we talked.
We
about
loved it. Now we should talk about the elephant in the room, though. Games that were not nominated,
Right.
Baldur's Gate, Tears of the Kingdom, don't really qualify because through Tom and myself and the Academy of Rude Arts and Sciences, we both did not play those games together. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about, you didn't play Tears of the Kingdom, I didn't play Baldur's Gate,
right? So
they're not really eligible. But all the other games that were nominated, we dabbled in. You played a little bit of Super Mario Wonder.
Yep.
It's a fine Mario game.
That fucking gave me such a panic attack.
Yes. So there you go with that. Dredge, which was our RudeBoyz game club for Rudetober. Tom loved driving a boat around.
I really did. I was just like...
I enjoyed the story and completing the game.
I was like,
I'm in a boat.
I was enjoying the boat,
right?
And I was just like... I was like, oh shit, I got fish. Oh, let me go get upgrades so I could go out and get more fish.
Yeah, that's the hook of the game.
It was...
That's the fishing game. Oh, man. Oh boy. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
But that's Dredge for you.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Fire Emblem Engage? Didn't hook you. Again, using hook, but not.
I don't think I played it.
You did play it a little bit. You were like, man, I'm over these.
whiny
anime people.
Yeah.
Right. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. You were playing.
I
think Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, I got
took over.
Yeah, I got to get out of the side mission where I got to fight the Rancor because it's pissing me off.
Sure. Yeah. Listen,
So,
I get that.
I'm gonna let those miners die.
Did any other game? What have you said? You've said once before. Does this stroke your dick? You've said that. Has any other game this year?
I mean, Marvel Snap will always.
Marvel Snap, yeah, I know
like,
that was nominated, I think, a year ago.
Yeah.
But there you go, Marvel Snap. I mean, like I said, Tears of the Kingdom will probably be my personal game of the year.
Right.
Resident Evil 4, had a good time streaming that up until the 11th hour, literally. That was fun. Fucking A, I'm drawing a fucking blank on what other games I've played that I really did like.
Look at
my good game list. GoldenEye 007 remake came out. Bayonetta Origins. The Dead Cells Castlevania DLC was cool.
Yeah.
Like that a lot. That's pretty much it. Oh, Metroid Prime Remastered. How could I have forgotten Hi-Fi Rush? Hi-Fi Rush was a lot of fun. That was cute. It was funny. And I liked it a lot. That's also up there for one of my favorite games of the year. But none of those games you played. So none of those games were nominated. And we're left with just the most amazing, spectacular, sensational, ultimate duo, Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
So Spider-Man 2, the 2023 Rudie Best Video Game.
Also backed from the Prince of Dune universe, that kid.
Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, that was his game of the year as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
We got some
synergy with you.
We got some celebrity backing.
I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, you're right.
Shada.
Timothy Chalamet, part of the RudeNation. Thank you, Tim. And we'll send it back to
Timmy.
Okay. And there goes all that goodwill. We'll send it back to I think it's Morbid time. We'll send it back to Michael Morbius. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay. All right. Bye.
Thank you, Rude Boys. Now, next up is the Rudie for Movies of 2023.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here to present the Rudie for Best Movie of 2023. The nominees are the Super Mario Brothers movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, John Wick Chapter 4, The Iron Claw, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, and Tetris. And the winner is The Iron Claw. Congratulations. Unfortunately, any living Von Erich is unavailable, so here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
What a year for movies, Tom. What a year.
What a year for me now.
What a year for movies. So you would think a year of movies with Super Mario up in the mix.
Right.
Spider-Man up in the mix. A couple Marvel movies. Ninja Turtles. John Wick. You would think that one of those movies would win. But it didn't. Because a little movie came out. Call it recency bias, if you will. Call it just an actual goddamn good movie. The Iron Claw came out in December. And it's really good. Obviously, it won Best Rudie of Best Movie of 2023, Rudie. And we talked about it in our big time movie wrestling movie episode. The story of the Von Erichs, the portrayal with Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White, and that piece of shit guy who did Ric Flair. Who, don't worry, Ric Flair impersonator. We're going to get to you later with the Tooties. This is a very good movie.
Yes.
What other... Let's talk about the nominees, though. Super Mario Brothers, a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yes.
It was. I enjoyed Super Mario Brothers.
Right, yes. Same.
I don't know. It just... Too little, too late? Like, I don't know. Like, it just...
It's definitely,
it
like...
It didn't hit... Like... It didn't hit that...
It didn't, like, have legs, let's say.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I understand. It was a very safe movie, which that's all it needed to be, and obviously it made a fucking shit ton of money, so it did what it needed to do. Another animated flick, Across the Spider-Verse. This was a tough one.
This was a tough one.
This was a very tough one. Though, I mean, my personal opinion is I think Into the Spider-Verse is better.
You say that, I think you're wrong.
Okay. Maybe because that is just the fact that this is leading to another movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pretty much directly. It's almost like a two-parter.
But
bring up Infinity War and Endgame. I knew no.
It's gonna bring up Empire and Jedi.
Empire. Empire doesn't have like I feel like it is such a cliffhanger though, with Across the Spider-Verse with Prowler Miles.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's not in his own universe and he's got to help save his dad. You know what I mean? It's very good. Don't get me wrong, but I would watch Into the Spider-Verse sooner before I watch Across the Spider-Verse again.
Okay.
That's just me.
I'd watch both.
Well,
in a double feature.
Okay, cool. I guess you could just have your cake and eat it too. I
can.
I'm saying, gun to your head, pick one. No.
It's one movie.
It's not one movie.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not one movie.
Okay. It is, but okay.
What's your favorite movie? The entire Star Wars saga. No, it's not how that works. Oh, he's thinking about a way to make it work, though. I can see the gears turning.
No, but this movie, it's a trilogy, dude.
Yes, I understand that.
Trilogies to me it's always one movie. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's literally
Like
a trilogy is 3 movies.
Like
that you
episodes,
use the definition against yourself.
Like episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Go a trilogy.
Okay.
1 movie. Episodes.
Trilogy 1 story. What the fuck are you talking about?
It is one
Is the
story.
entire Infinity Saga 1 movie then?
That's
All
right, look.
Okay, let's move on. Across the Spider-Verse didn't win.
Across the Spider-Verse, it's 2 movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Is that 3 movies? Did you have to watch the 3?
Man, you could skip 2. 2 is so trash.
But it's good. Probably the best. I mean, it's the only Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that was nominated.
Right.
They definitely scaled back the output of Marvel stuff. Be that because with the pandemic and with the writer's strike, and
James Gunn leaving the company.
Well, and then coming back, and then leaving again. But yeah, Guardians Volume 3 was probably the best Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that came out this year. I would say, obviously, it was nominated. Between Quantumania and the Marvels.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I feel like it had story and shit like that.
Heart.
Not to say that they all don't have story, but like
it had heart.
There you go, and it was a good wrap up of the Guardians as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
John Wick Chapter 4, I saw. That's really all. I mean, these movies have now become nonsense to me. I enjoyed the saga, but like at a certain point, I'm like, what is even happening anymore? You know what I mean? You like John Wick. I'm not poo-pooing that at all for you. I love that for you, but I'm not doing. It's not for me.
Mocking tone.
I'm not mocking. I don't know. This is not mocking.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. We also saw.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad you did.
Yeah. This was surprisingly good.
Yes, and I think if
minus my hang-ups.
Right, and if Across the Spider-Verse didn't come out, then this would have been the best looking cartoon.
Yeah,
that came out this year. Very cool art style. We talked about it in previous episodes of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
Yes, we have.
And a movie we forgot about completely, Tetris. That also came out.
Yep.
And that also came out. And that was entertaining.
We forgot about a couple of things.
Well, yeah, this is true. And that's to show you what win and what lost.
Yeah.
But that, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got to say about
I
that.
liked it. It was
but
fun.
The Iron Claw takes, out of all this whole battle, the Iron Claw would say would be the champion of this match.
Yeah.
The winner.
One would say that.
Yes. I just did. And the Iron Claw wins.
One would agree with you.
Ooh, okay, that's even better. Well, that's how the Rudies work, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
And that, the Iron Claw, congratulations on winning the Rudie for Best Movie of 2023.
Next up is Rudie for New TV.
Ooh, yeah, Daddy, it's the ghost of Dusty Rhodes. And thank you, Michael Morbius. I am here to present the Rudie for the best new television program of 2023. And your nominees are, Daddy. They are Ahsoka. That's hard to say. The Last of Us. Fall of the House of Usher. Castlevania Nocturne, One Piece, and Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, Daddy. And your winner is... It's Ahsoka, Daddy! Ahsoka won! Congratulations to Ahsoka. Unfortunately, Miss Tano is unavailable. I think she's on a bicycle. Here to accept the award is the RudeBoyz. All right, so it's no secret that your boys are big Star Wars fans.
No,
it's our favorite movie apparently. Star
Are
Wars,
we?
all of Star Wars is our favorite movie. So when Ahsoka came out, we were were liking it. We liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It's basically Rebels, and I'm glad you did consume the rest of Rebels.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the payoff for this show is better.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Now that you have that knowledge and
I
you
agree.
have that background. So that's cool. I like that. And, you got... and just the portrayal of Rust in Power, Ray Stevenson's character.
Yep.
Which is going to be tough to duplicate, going to be tough to replicate.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do this.
I have no idea.
Don't fucking AI him up.
Oh, good, no. Oh my god, they'd lose so much fucking goodwill, I tell you that much.
They really would. It would be like the fucking Flash using Christopher Reeve.
In just a scene, though, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But like
this would be a whole
series. A whole fucking series. It'd be really bad. But regardless, Season 1 was very good. Obviously, it was nominated and won the Rudy for Best New Television. But some other things that we watched. The Last of Us. You watched the whole series of The Last of Us, right?
You did not.
I fell off around episode 4 because I played the game. I played Last of Us, and it was such a meal I was full of. I was like, I'm good. I don't need to recreate. I don't need to replay that game again. I got the story, and at a certain point, I felt like this is unnecessary to me to watch.
See,
that's me though. That's me.
No. I get it,
right.
And I was starting to feel that way.
Okay.
While watching it,
right.
But I was watching it with my sister-in-law who never played the game, so that's one of the reasons I stuck with it.
I can understand that. If you're watching it with someone new to the experience, that's probably the way to do it. But it's
like, I would have rather have gotten a show called, like, I don't know, The Tales of the Last of Us, which is like, it takes place in that world.
They might get to that at some point, because...
kind of like what they ended up doing with Walking Dead. Like, Walking Dead didn't need to be as long as it was, because, it followed the comics fairly close.
Oh, what's that sound? There it is.
I know.
That's why.
But, they have, I think, 3 or 4 different Walking Dead shows. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm more interested in seeing that.
Right.
Like
something can exist within the universe.
Exactly.
With the cow print.
I know.
Very Saturn trunks. I'm sorry.
I know that too. I was saying on point, and you brought it up. I was like, God damn it.
Sorry. Distracted. On the monitor, we're playing. We don't have there's no teleprompter here. It's just the Royal Rumble playing.
We do it live.
Do it live, pal.
That's kind of. We brought it up. They're talking about doing the Harry Potter series on HBO. It's like, I don't need to see a whole Harry Potter going through Hogwarts, the school again, hunting down the Horcruxes again. No, give me something within that universe.
They tried. It's not good.
Well, they didn't have the right people, but you know what I mean?
Well, fair.
This is not going to be good. You know what I mean? Give me something within that universe.
I understand.
I've already consumed Ellie and Joel's story. I don't need it more.
Ahsoka, don't get me wrong, Ahsoka obviously has a lot of DNA from Rebels, but it doesn't have any DNA with the Skywalker stuff, so that's cool. Let's stray away from that. You know what I mean? That's the same concept. You could do a Harry Potter show without Harry Potter. That's why everyone was digging on Hogwarts Legacy, was because it didn't have that baggage. It has several other baggage, but not the baggage of the stories that were already told, if that makes sense. Right.
Which I still want to get.
Oh, yeah, no, same, me too. Me too. Other things that were nominated, Fall of the House of Usher.
Yep.
Which we both binged on Netflix.
Yep.
Separately and together a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. This is the Mike Flanagan, the newest Mike Flanagan jump.
Yep.
Right? The joint.
Mike Flanagan joint. Yep.
Mike Flanagan joint. Mike Flanagan. He is now. This is his take on Edgar Allan Poe and all. Mm-hmm. This stuff. A lot of allusions to the Poe tales.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun. This was definitely a high runner for the winner. Castlevania Nocturne, technically a new series, not a returning, because it's a brand new show.
Right. It's just within that world.
Correct. It's not season 5. It's Castlevania Nocturne, its own damn thing.
Yep.
I loved the how this collected parts of Rondo of Blood and Bloodlines, and almost going into Symphony of the Night. When you bring in Alucard, great art, great music.
Fucking took them long enough,
right? Listen, now vampires work on their own different time, Tommy.
Seriously, they're like fucking wizards.
One Piece, the live-action Netflix show. I binged this.
Yeah, this was.
I did enjoy this a lot.
This is very close to I think getting.
I agree. Yeah, no, I was definitely enjoying that as well.
Like, I think if Ahsoka didn't come out, this
might have won it.
This might have won it.
Right. This was also up there. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, it influenced you enough to watch the animated.
Yes.
The anime, the Japanimation that's out there on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix Japanimation, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Binged it around, I think it came out right around Thanksgiving, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think we both binged that.
Yeah. Really dug it.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised this didn't win, but I guess Ahsoka was that good.
That damn good, yeah.
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is we did a Scott Pilgrim episode. Same thing. We've seen the story already. We read the books. We played the game. We watched the movie. What is this now? This is now a newer tale, a newer take on the story, using everyone's favorite line of the decade, multiverses, basically. Different timelines. Really enjoyed this. But not enough as Ahsoka.
No.
Winner of
I think.
What?
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I think what really had Ahsoka win was they fucking had the fact that Hayden Christensen came back. You had that live action Clone Wars stuff. Yeah, I think that's what really put Ahsoka over.
That was pretty nice. I do like that. I do like that a lot. But that's why Ahsoka is the winner of the Rudie for Best New Television Show of 2023. Congratulations, Ahsoka and Dave Filoni.
Now returning TV. Back to you, Aphelion.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here to present the Rudie for the Best Returning TV Show of 2023. The nominees are The Mandalorian Season 3, Loki Season 2, and What If Season 2. And the winner is Loki Season 2. Congratulations. The Asgardian himself and all of his numerous variants are unavailable. Here to accept the award, the RudeBoyz.
So, yes, thank you everybody, thank you. So this was a last minute addition because we forgot that Mandalorian Season 3 came out. We talked about this a little bit. We forgot all about it.
That's Mandalorian Season 3 is not on it because obviously it was good, but it was also forgettable.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, it was nominated.
But I also think because it came out in the beginning of 2023.
Yeah, so there's recency bias. But, I mean, Loki's pretty good, man.
Loki is, yeah.
You know what's funny? Loki Season
Minus
2...
the stain.
Well, they took care of that, I guess, really. Loki Season 2, what was funny was I finished watching it, and I was trying to troll you to be like... Because I watched it, and I'm like, I don't know if that was good or not. So I was like, oh yeah, you should watch it, it's really good. And then you were like, yeah, that was really good. And then and by that time, it took several days, I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. I was trying to fucking fool you. Christ. Yeah, real backfire on my fucking part.
What an idiot.
Well, big time idiot. But Loki Season 2, that Loki theme, which I can't remember for the life of me, is very memorable.
You know that Loki theme? It's so good. It's such good
What
shit.
is it? I don't know. What's funny is I'm trying to recall it. I'm just listening. I'm just pulling up the Daredevil Netflix theme in my head. Listen, the last scene where he pulls together the multiverse into like the weird, like it's obviously not that good. Well, sorry, Loki, you won. When he pulls the tree together like that, it's a cool scene. Mandalorian, sorry. Better luck next time. Better luck next time in your movie. And What If Season 2, I mean, it happened.
It was fun.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Again, we did a whole What If episode, and...
Did we?
Didn't we?
Well, we talked about it a lot. We didn't make... It wasn't a whole episode.
Maybe that's why I felt like it was a whole episode.
It was a lot of talking about it, yeah.
And we're both like, yeah, even in the comics, it's like, what if?
Yeah. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like, whatever, what if?
Good. But, Loki Season 2.
Yeah.
Winner of the Rudie of Best Returning Television Show of 2023. Congratulations, Loki Lofison.
Now, our next presenters will be presenting Best Wrestling Moment of 2023, and here are the Ghost of Terry Funk and the Ghost of Dusty Rhodes. Oh, God damn it. Oh!
Terry Funk, everybody.
Dusty, they chokeslammed me out of my boots.
Yes, Daddy. I heard all about that.
This is gonna knock me out of my boots.
Terry.
This nomination.
Terry, we gotta listen. Get it all together, Terry. Okay, we gotta get through this list.
Oh,
okay,
but first, hold on.
What is this you got in your hand?
Dusty, the RudeBoyz gave me something. It's gonna knock our socks off and knock our boots off.
What is this you got in there?
This is called RudeBoyz Special.
RudeBoyz Special?
Yes.
Saying? Oh.
Two Texas boys would love some whiskey and beer.
Well, from Georgia, Daddy, but okay. Just close enough.
Yeah, I guess so.
So what's the, what are we doing over here?
Alright, so just like getting my boots knocked off, we clink, we drink, then we clink and drink, and then you knock your socks off.
Oh. Okay. Bottoms up, Daddy.
Bottoms up.
Oh! That's making me feel funky like a monkey.
Knocked my boots off.
I can attest to that. You got a bicycle, Daddy. Listen, let's just get real close here. I could feel like I could take on all the horsemen all at once. All on Tully.
Zing, zing. Oh, my chainsaw just went off.
That dirty bastard Ric Flair.
Oh, Mick, where my boots at, Mick? I can't say after that RudeBoyz Special, Mick.
Terry, get it together, Terry. So let's talk about the nominations for the best wrestling thing. Rudie 2023. The nominees are LA Knight.
Yeah,
Daddy. Sami Zayn turning on the bloodline. This was at the Royal Rumble where my son, my beautiful baby boy Cody Rhodes, won at number 30, Daddy, in front of 10,000 people. Probably more, I'd imagine. The Sportatorium only holds 14.
It's gonna knock my boots. It's gonna choke something out of my boots when he finishes his story.
Another thing that came out, Daddy, was CM Punk coming back to the WWE, Daddy. Crazy. Nobody would ever see that coming. He had a bicycle and everything, Daddy. And then we also got Christian, that dirty dog over in All Elite Wrestling, talking to my baby boy, Dustin. Talking about me being dead. How dare he? I'm going to slap the taste out of his mouth. And your winner for the Rudie Best Wrestling Thing of 2023 is...
Sammy turns on the bloodline, knocked my boots off when he hit Roman with the chair.
Yes. Sami Zayn, the winner. Oh, I used to, little Sammy, he was over in NXT. Daddy, I was watching him grow into a fine young wrestler. You know, that's a dirty word they say now in NXT, but nowadays it is something else, you know. And then my son Cody Rhodes came in. He's gonna finish the story. So without further ado, unfortunately, Sami Zayn is not here right now. Daddy, he's over getting ready for the Royal Rumble, which Cody Rhodes is gonna win. But right now, the RudeBoyz accept this win.
Thank fucking God that's over. Anyway, that was more of a train wreck than I wanted it to be.
Yikes.
I love it. I love it.
I feel like this is now into Chauncey territory of last Rudies.
No way.
That was just a little too much. Of
No. No, with Chauncey territory, you were able to... unlike Chauncey territory, you were able to understand what's going on.
Yeah, that's
now.
True. This was a mess.
I think Chauncey was worse.
But what wasn't a mess was how the Bloodline story played out.
Yeah.
For young Sami Zayn. And we're going all the way back to the 2023 Royal Rumble.
Right.
Oh, that's the one that Cody Rhodes won, my son, my baby boy. Yes, Dusty, we know. We know all about it. Hopefully finishes the story this year. We'll see. But Sami Zayn turning on Roman Reigns, getting a world title match in Montreal at Elimination Chamber.
That crowd was
and then finishing his story by becoming tag champs with Kevin Owens, which... Perfect. I like that. You know, I mean, it is. That is. They are intrinsically tied.
That's. You know what? I mean, I hate to say
they're destined to do this forever.
I like Sami Zayn. I did.
Yes,
I liked him since his time in NXT, his time on the Indies when he was El Generico. Yep. I hate to say this about Sammy. He's not world heavyweight.
He can be world heavyweight champ. He can be world heavyweight. I don't think he's a WWE champion. There's one championship that they always...
Wait, World Heavyweight is the one Seth has?
Yes.
Okay, so he's getting it up.
Getting it on Monday? Yep. We already got it. I don't know. Time paradox. Yeah, I think this storyline
it played so well.
Fantastic,
like, just how everything came about.
Dude, that crowd was... erupted, man. Like, there's only a few bits that I can watch again and remember where I was. And seeing Sammy hit Roman with the chair and the crowd just erupts, like, was, oh my god.
So I remember we were all watching it together. We were like, oh shit.
Yeah, we're like, oh, the Rumble's not ending. Interesting.
This is what they're doing,
and this is how they're ending it, and this is how the story goes.
Right, exactly.
And I think it was great, and I just hope that it was a great moment. I'm going to put it that way.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sammy right now, is he hurt? I'm not sure. I know he's doing the house show circuit still, so maybe he's going to come back. Maybe he's going to show up at the Rumble. He's not like the megastar.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of megastars, LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think LA Knight's rise and
fall
for
stumble.
Some of your boys
his stumble.
Yeah, like you can definitely see the
they're cooling on him.
Yes, I think so. You can definitely see the how shiny of the dog turd is still a dog turd. Not to call him a dog turd. I just did though, but I know that
Punk.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about how like oh yeah, LA Knight, this is exciting, and then it's like. You kind of just got catchphrases. You just kind of got, like, the charisma. You got the charisma up the ass, don't get me wrong. But, like, what else you got there, you know? Like, you're not doing bangers. You know, you're not doing great fucking matches. But, I mean, listen, we'll see what 2024 brings for young Los Angeles Knight.
Yeah, I mean, if you even looked at his matches with Kurt Hennig, even if you, like, looked at his matches in Impact, like, they great.
Yeah, no, he's
They
not
were mediocre.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I would say mediocre.
Mediocre
sounds
is
bad.
average. Dude.
I understand mediocre. It just I don't know. The word just sounds bad. Why don't you just call him average?
It's the same fucking thing, guy.
Another crazy thing that happened this year, everybody. CM Punk came back in WWE.
The best, worst kept secret.
I agree. Yes.
Even though we all knew it was coming at,
Yes.
at the Survivor Series.
I mean, they really had me going a little bit. They really had me going. Like they did the very classic, like, let's put the fucking the copyright information on it, and then Punk comes out.
Yeah, but then
and still I'm thinking it's a troll job.
And then, but there were so many like other clues that like Corey Graves kept like
They
saying.
were all you're right. The worst, the best worst kept secret, whatever the fuck you just said. The worst best kept secret.
Yeah,
worst best kept secret. The best worst whatever it is. It wasn't a secret. Even if nothing came of it, they got people talking.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna be like, "Oh shit, man! Fucking CM Punk's gonna show up. I better watch Survivor Series." And you still got Orton coming back. You still got R-Truth coming back.
Yeah, R-Truth's gonna have to be a nominee for
I think
next
so.
year.
Yeah, I think so.
Just perfect. Yeah, Orton coming back was cool, but
Orton was fucking yeah.
I mean, let's face facts.
Uh-huh.
We're all happy Punk is back.
Are you happy Punk is back?
You know what? He looks happier.
Uh-huh.
He looks healthier.
Uh-huh. Winner of the Tootie from last year, too, by the way.
And he actually looks like he gives a shit.
We're going to find out. It's only been, like, a month, really, of Punk. I mean, he's been in and out.
Doing what's called his, his apology tour.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, I believe it.
Apparently him and Road Dogg had, almost through fists when he was in WWE.
Oh, yeah?
So, he actually apologized.
He probably took
to
shit. Road Dogg talks out of his ass a lot.
Well, he apologized to Triple H. I mean...
Listen, the wrestling business is so funny like this. Carny as fuck.
Yeah.
Because of this. Because obviously they're like, listen, let's bury the hatchet because there's money to be made, brother.
But, I don't know.
Stacks on stacks.
A lot of people are saying that, Punk just looks happier being back in WWE.
I'm sure Punk also feels like he's like, fuck that Tony Khan guy, you know what I mean? That fucking money mark.
Yeah. Saying, my life felt threatened.
You pussy.
You pussy.
People are actually saying that, there's other cuts of that all-in media scrum where they, when Punk says he's like, I'm working with, dumb fucks and stuff like that, he's motioning to Tony Khan. Not necessarily to the guys in the back. I mean, he could be, don't get me wrong, but, people might be looking into it a little too deep. But, they're like, this dumb fuck.
He is a dumb fuck who hasn't blinked in, 45 days.
This is true, man.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Speaking of AEW, Christian Cage on a fucking tear. Coming a real fucking heel. What kind of fucking heel is it? I mean, I guess Joe is a fucking heel. And Cole. But,
there are a lot of fucking heels in AEW.
Yes.
There's a lot of heels and a lot of factions.
Yeah. They're really good with their factions. But I think Christian being TNT champion, having a program with Edge right now, Austin did the fucking, that pull-up. Not the same one I was talking about. But Christian Cage mocking people's dead fathers is hilarious. As someone with a dead father, how does that feel?
Yo, I would join the Patriarch in a New York minute.
See, there you go. So Christian Cage nominated.
I would probably actually get money from that deadbeat. I got two.
I understand what you said. Oh yeah, right, man, twofer.
Two for Sunday.
So, with that being said, Christian Cage, CM Punk, LA Knight, all great nominees. Great year of wrestling, fun year of wrestling.
But Sammy. Sorry,
but Sami Zayn, winner of the Rudy for Best Wrestling thing.
And it was just involving Kevin Owens in there, too.
Yeah, of course.
Great. But, yeah.
You good? You got your thoughts out this time?
Do I ever?
Nope. And this is, so congratulations, Sami Zayn, winner of the Rudy of Best Wrestling Thing 2023. And that pretty much wraps up the Rudies for us proper.
I also just got word backstage that this was also the retirement of Ghost's Terry Funk.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well, Terry Funk never retires, so I'm sure his Ghost is going to keep coming back on occasion. Maybe a Russell special here.
Yeah,
and
right now it's very retired because he slips into Morbius a lot.
Oh, yeah. Fair. So some other
Yes, he
Oh,
dies!
no.
Oh, that toxin fucking gets inside me all the time!
Goodness. Should we do the Toonies now, or should we do the Rude Nation Rocks the Rudies? Let's do the Rude Nation
Well,
Rocks.
what about, Rudy's Lifetime Achievement Award we do every year.
We do that every year.
So...
What is it this year, though? We never talked about this.
You. You. Dude, without you, I know last year you gave it to me. And...
Like the top 10?
Huh? Well, no, just really, being involved with... last year you gave it to me.
Uh-huh.
So, this year, I gotta say you, because, without the editing and everything that you fucking do for this show, this, and you pushed me into this, this wouldn't be anything if it weren't for, my positive area, in this fucked up world. So, yeah, you get the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh. Some may call me a hero, and I'll accept that responsibility. So thank you, Tom. I accept this Rudy for Lifetime Achievement Award. But I would like to also dedicate this to you, who has, again, another year of doing solid top tens, and going on a third year of going to be doing solid top tens.
Maybe a fourth, we'll see.
Maybe a fourth. It depends on the anniversaries, I suppose.
Well, thank you.
But yeah, you call it yourself, you are the talent. You're the talent of this, you know what I mean? I remember when I said I wasn't going to talk a lot for CatchUp? Mm-hmm. I talked a lot during CatchUp. But it was about X-Men, and there was a lot you had, and a lot we brought it together, and, I wouldn't... This would be a lot really fucking boring if it was just me.
Well, yeah, you know same. If it honestly, it would just be me just rambling angry shit all the time.
Yeah.
Which I
think you have a platform for. I'm gonna be honest.
I ramble angry shit, but at least it's you got me to, I have you to reel me in a little bit. So it's
we complement each other well.
Absolutely.
Much like a delicious shot of Jameson whiskey.
Oh, fuck me.
And a Miller High Life, established in 1903. Happy birthday, Miller High Life, last year. I guess every year is your birthday.
I take that award back. I hate you so much.
The Rudy's Lifetime Achievement Award. To the RudeBoyz. To us.
To you this year.
And to you. Clink and drink, clink and drink. Yikeroo. I think I'm done with those.
Yeah, the one that's...
Uh-huh. And, so I guess that's it. That's done for the Rudy's proper now.
That's it for the Rudy's proper,
That's it for the Rudy's proper, everybody. So we do the Tooties. Let's do the Rude Nation Rocks the Rudies. Rude Nation, every year, we go to our Instagram, instagram.com/RudeBoyz469, and we reach out to you. We have a special voting section for the Rude Nation called the Rude Nation Rocks the Rudies. And a couple of the polls that we put out, we wanted to get your feedback on. So, for best 2023 Mario project, 85% of the nation voted pretty much unanimously for Super Mario Brothers the movie over Super Mario Wonder. I think that's just a lot of people maybe didn't play Wonder, but I mean, I would probably pick the movie over the game. The game is really good. Again, I feel like I'm poo-pooing the Mario game. It is a really good game.
I watched you play that. You had such anxiety playing that fucking game.
That's kind of how it is, though. It's anxiety-driven. Speaking of movies, though, best 2023 Spider-Man project, also pretty unanimously, Across the Spider-Verse over Spider-Man 2. So go figure. The nation says we're wrong, basically, by calling the movie better than the game. And the game won the Rudie, and the movie didn't.
I mean, the only thing, I love the movie. Like, I do love the movie.
Yeah, the movie, everything that was nominated was great.
Yeah, I mean, and I also love the game, but, I mean...
Do you like the movie more than the game?
Man, we had Venom. Tony Todd was Venom.
Tony Todd was Venom, yeah.
So, like, that... No, I don't.
Okay. No, yeah, I disagree with the RudeNation on this one. Biggest underwater bust... Aquaman, Kingdom of the Sea, or whatever the fuck, the Forgotten Kingdom, Lost Kingdom, or that Titanic sub. The Titanic sub won. That was funny as shit.
Yeah,
Sorry, eat the rich.
I do love the fact that Jason Momoa has come out and said, he's like, I know my movies will never win, like, an Academy Award or anything.
He could probably do something that would win an award.
And he's just like, I'm fine with that.
Hey, listen,
He's like, I just make movies to have fun.
There's a place for that, 100%.
Jason, you'll win a Rudie one year.
You might win a Rudie, yes.
You might win a Rudie one year. It might be a pity one.
Best post-apocalyptic show about a PlayStation franchise. The Last of Us versus Twisted Metal. Last of Us winning 67% of the vote.
Yeah.
So everybody likes that that HBO prestige show. I think Twisted Metal's fun. People should give it a shot, maybe.
I do.
You did give it a shot, and that's fine.
I was just... as much as I like Anthony Mackie, like, I'm like... you don't have to be Sam Wilson all the time.
I didn't think he was. I think he was very... what's the phrase? Aloof, I guess, really? Like, he was very casual, you know?
Yeah, apparently he was in that season 2 of that Altered Carbon show.
Yes, he was. I don't even remember that. I didn't fucking fall off that show.
That show was a bum.
Best dual wielder of 2023, we got Roronoa Zoro from live action One Piece specifically versus Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano with 67% of the vote wins that. I think that's also a lot of people more familiar with her than Zoro. Also, I think people will be like, lightsabers beat swords. Like, yeah, duh. But, we gotta.
That was like our conversations that used to happen at Command. Was like...
Did have that, yeah.
Was like, yo, who would win? Fucking Darth Vader or Wolverine?
And we had to, yeah.
Well, do lightsabers cut through adamantium? And
exactly.
It's like, yeah. I don't know.
Death Battle. Good job. You got that idea from us, you fucks.
I'd fucking like to see, I would like to see, like, actual swords versus actual swords.
Right.
Like, could Ahsoka keep up with Zoro?
I mean, I think so, but I mean, she still has the Force. And it's not really a fight, it's really just who's better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Which
I would still think probably Ahsoka would probably win.
Yeah.
I would still think Ahsoka would win.
Yeah. Which I didn't know that, like, Zoro is his first name, Renaro is his last name.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah.
That's just how...
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Like, apparently, overseas, that's how...
Is it?
They do things.
Okay. Son Goku.
Yeah, exactly.
Worst use of American Treasure, Clancy Brown. He was in an episode of Gen V on Amazon Prime, and he was also in a scene of Ahsoka as the governor, reprising his role from Rebels. And Gen V won out. I
didn't see Gen V yet.
Yeah, you don't like the boys.
No.
And it's kind of worse, boys. If that makes sense.
Did Olsen win this one?
No.
No?
We had to do it. Which side were you on in the big Barbenheimer war? And very close call, I have to say. I was watching this poll, go back and forth. Back and forth. Oppenheimer wins. 57% of the vote. Very close. Very close.
I didn't see either
I saw
yet.
Barbie first in theaters. And you didn't see either. I know what you voted for, though.
What do you mean?
There are no secret votes.
Christopher Nolan is his biggest fan.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Let's face it. Like, much like Zack Snyder is his biggest fan.
I mean, listen, would you want to see hot Margot Robbie or topless Florence Poe?
I'm gonna do a double feature.
he's gonna use both hands this time.
All
right.
Much like how you will be in Madam Web.
Gonna be making a web. And that...
I'm like, we're gonna have to drive this guy home. He's just gonna
the cops will take care of that one for me.
He's gonna be web swing on his jizz.
Ooh. All right, so let's move to the tooties, another favorite part of the Rudies. The counter to the bests of 2023. This is the worsts of 2023.
Yes.
You got the list up, Tommy, or no?
Give me a moment.
All right.
Yep, got it.
All right, cool.
So we do this off air.
Yeah, this is something we talk about.
Yeah.
You know, what was kind of shitty this year. Or just
I
stuff.
didn't even notice you snuck that one in.
What?
So we're gonna just start off with the one I didn't notice.
Okay.
Secret Invasion.
That's the first thing. How did I stick that in there?
Well, hey, hate to break it to you. First off,
That's fair. Yeah, Secret Invasion just stunk. Secret
Yeah.
Invasion was
Yeah.
just like, meh.
It's-
Like, it had a good... Don't get me wrong. The Secret
It
Invasion...
had...
The comic book storyline is fun.
So much you
Yeah.
could have gone with.
The comic book storyline is really interesting and fun.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can't do that on TV. Like, you can't bring in all the heroes
No.
again, because you'd blow your budget.
Yep.
So, like, let's do a spy thing with Nick Fury, and the Skrulls are sneaking around. Oh, the Skrulls are bad guys now, because they were good guys last time we saw them.
Well, there's one sect of the Skrulls that are bad.
Well, correct, yes. But, like, again, we were... since Captain Marvel, and I guess really No Way Home, Far From Home? Whichever. We're to believe that the Skrulls are good on the good
no,
guys.
I'm sorry, Far From Home.
Whatever. Which yes, Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home.
We're to believe that the Skrulls are pacifists, good guys on our side, but now they're not, or some of them are not. You're right, and then Emilia Clarke gets all the powers and she's the super duper Skrull, and
Super
duper Skrull. I don't know. Yeah, and the AI fucking intro was dumb. Like, yeah, I don't know. And you didn't like Nick Fury's beard, like everything.
It looks so fake. Come on.
Yeah, it's fake.
But like,
And Rhodey was like a Skrull since Civil War.
Civil War,
That's what
they
they're
were saying, yeah.
So didn't see Tony die or anything like that. Whatever, crummy. In a year of like not superb Marvel things, this one was the worst.
Yeah. I mean, I was really trying to find something good about it.
Yeah, same. Like,
but it was difficult.
I agree. I 100% agree with you. I think Nick Fury is, if he's doing spy shit, like, just be a side character. Nick Fury, I'm sorry. What else?
And that's kind of what I liked about him in the Marvels.
Yes, I agree.
He was just like kind of like a side...
Oh, now he's like a big happy guy. You know what I mean? After Marvels. Like, what the fuck? Like, wasn't he like through PTSD and like, oh my god, everybody died. My wife's a fucking Skrull. She got sent away.
But then he went back
and now he's like...
He went back to space
and... Gotta collect the space cats.
I forget, did he have
Kevin Feige, you gotta sit down and write your shit out, man.
Did he have the shitty beard?
No, he looked like regular ass Nick Fury.
Yeah. So regular Sam Jackson.
Yeah, so Sam Jackson, yes.
So, next up for Tooties is, AEW.
Yeah, I think AEW's
You're a fucking bum.
You're a bum. I like that. I think they've lost a lot of their luster.
Oh.
Ever since this whole Punk debacle, which ironically was nominated for Rudie, but he was the Tootie for last year. Just because of all this chaos, Tony Khan, stop. Put your phone down, sign the checks, and just fucking stop. You don't stop. Like, listen.
I will constantly fucking just keep commenting on your shit until you learn to blink.
Right. Which he's never gonna.
Well, then guess what?
You're never gonna stop.
Won't stop. Can't stop.
AEW, sorry. Obviously, Christian Cage, the bright point of AEW. Look, there's bright points also. Like, apparently people like this Continental Classic thing that they did.
That was really good. I was actually very surprised that... as much as I don't like Eddie Kingston because I think he's a fucking loser.
I like Eddie Kingston, so
I'm sorry.
all right.
And I'll explain.
Oh, please do.
Why you're wrong.
Oh, yep. There it is.
Oh man, Steiner.
Sorry. Yes, now it's 2003.
Sorry. Holy shit. The Intercontinental Classic was great.
Continental Classic.
Whatever fuck they want to call it, I don't care.
Okay.
You ass.
Okay.
Was good.
Right.
Your boys love tournament style shit.
Yeah, it was like complicated, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it was like Blue League. I mean,
you get 3 points if you win,
yeah.
and if you lose, you get 1 point. Like, what the fuck? Or 0 points? I don't know.
I mean, I saw.
Apparently, it okay. It delivered good wrestling, which is always nice. Which is maybe.
And
the
honestly,
point.
the best thing about it really brought Swerve Strickland to the face, like to the front.
Sure. But
now,
as a whole, I think AEW gets a fucking 2D.
Absolutely. Now,
lost a lot of luster there. All Elite Wrestling.
An honorary 2D.
Honorary 2D. Okay.
I'll say Eddie Kingston, and I'll tell you why.
Why? Man's a Triple Crown champion right now.
I don't give a shit what he is.
Okay. The Jameson is hitting Tom right now.
The dude never. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you have a bagel in you.
Okay.
Tom need carbs.
Yep.
We're
gonna remedy that as soon as you get off this fucking soapbox. What do we got?
Fuck Eddie Kingston.
Okay,
that's all.
All right, great.
That's all I'll say.
All right. Well, this is not agreed upon.
But AEW sucks.
Right. Toxic fan base we have on here. I think that's something you put on. I think that's just a matter of the wrestling tribalism going on. Or really just any sort of toxic fan base.
Wrestling. You know what's fucked up? Wrestling. I mean, anything that involves like an all-female cast, like.
Oh yeah.
Like just fucking people just shit.
I think the internet really is the real 2D.
No.
You know what's fucked up? You know Erin Moriarty? She plays Starlight in The Boyz.
Okay, yes.
She basically
blonde girl, right?
Blonde girl, yes.
Okay.
She got internet bullied badly. She got work done on her face.
Okay.
And she's still getting fucking internet bullied. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up.
Why'd she get work done? Because honestly,
she
like,
got bullied thinking that,
like,
you know.
I watched season...
Very attractive. She's a very attractive
I
young
watched
lady.
season 1 of The Boyz.
Yeah.
I thought she was a very attractive young lady.
But apparently not to the standards of fucking
fuck.
schlubs on their fucking internet. Toxic fan base.
Listen, you fucking incel piece of shits. You fucking...
Absolutely despicable.
You fucks need to get out of your parents' basement.
Ooh.
You know what I mean.
I know.
You don't get on the internet and be like, "Rrr."
Not as much as you.
What? What? What do you mean?
I mean, you.
Tony Khan needs to go.
I mean,
himself.
I'll yell at a millionaire every now and then. That's
That's what I do.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
Listen, you incel piece of shits. Leave the girl alone who plays Starlight.
Yes, Erin Moriarty.
Look, I don't watch the show, so I don't know the girl's name.
Okay.
I apologize, you fuck.
Okay.
And how about this? You guys just go run head first as hard as you fucking can into a fucking wall and crack your skulls and just lay there.
Right.
Go fuck
please.
yourselves.
Yeah, no, there's no... You can't call yourself a fan if you're going to be
that girl
that detrimental and that damaging to people within the fandom. And we're talking about... I mean, this has existed for years with the sequel trilogy, with...
it's not...
with just everything, man. It's
I
just
mean, even like...
Bullied the poor girl who played fucking Tony Stark's daughter. Like, what the fuck, man? That's just because the kid's a child.
Yeah.
Fucking toxic fan base.
Like,
that's the Tootie Lifetime Achievement
seriously,
Award.
go fuck
the Tootie
yourselves.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Ooh,
that's
a new one for next year.
Speaking of this very negative... speaking of us being toxic, Ric Flair impersonator from Iron Claw.
Alright, look.
That was the worst part of the movie.
That really, for a movie, that worst thing I'm looking at right now is fucking Paul Heyman's ponytail.
Right.
Ugh.
Funny.
Thank God he got rid of that.
Well, yeah.
I'm
pretty sure it's not real.
That's disgusting looking.
Yeah, it's fake.
Okay, I get it.
Good.
Asshole.
The Ric Flair impersonator was not good.
He sucked! Not good is being kind.
I was being kind, yeah.
He fucking blew. Like,
He was not good. I don't think he watched...
way too tan for Ric Flair.
Yes.
Two, how hard is it to do a high-pitched woo? Woo!
There you go. Woo! Even mine was like a little
Seriously.
grumbly, but still pretty good. His was
was
like, woo!
Yeah, you don't have any high pitch in your voice.
Right.
And you were still able to hit it.
He was not
That guy
good.
was just like, woo.
He was like, woo!
Yeah. Pathetic.
Yeah, not great. The new Metallica album. It's called Lux Eternia.
So, this pissed me off.
Fucking dull. Actually,
Alright, so...
hold that. You know what? You go rant, Tom. I'll be right back.
So, there was one night...
Switch my laundry over.
Ooh, okay. So, there was one night, I was like, alright, I'm gonna listen to... and this is a Rudie we missed. New music. But, again, I know only Chris and I listen to either Foo Fighters or Metallica together. I listened to the new Foo Fighters album. Really good. The name for the new Foo Fighters is But Here We Are. I listened to that, and it was so good. So fucking good, man. Like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, wow, like... Dave Grohl just put everything into this. Everything. And then I listened to 72 seasons. Now, I understand the name. Because apparently that is how long James Hetfield has been sober. Congrats. Like... I will give you all the props on that one. But yes, Nation, thank you. But the thing is, like, listening to this album, I was just like, I don't feel connected to the band at all. And that's what really annoyed me about it. Is that I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this album is supposed to be like I understand it's supposed to be about James Hetfield's travel and sobriety. And I'm just like, I wasn't feeling it at all. Yeah, I hate to put Metallica on a tootie. I really do. If anyone who has listened for 162 episodes, you guys will know that by far, Tommy Cash is probably one of the biggest Metallica fans ever. Minus Saint Anger. Actually, I gotta say, Saint Anger was probably the only one that I really shit on. This one, I'll destroy. Like, the drums were so apparent. You did not hear the guitar. The lead guitar, Kirk Hammett. And if you did, it was so minimal that it was pathetic. You did not really hear the bass. Their bassist since Saint Anger, Rob Trujillo, which I apologize if I destroyed your name. is just, it's just, you don't hear it. But you have to hear Lars's fucking stupid fucking bullshit drums. Which, Lars Ulrich, I hate to fucking break it to you, buddy. You haven't been a good drummer since fucking Injustice for All with that double bass. Hate to break it to you, man. You really haven't. You're not good. You're the worst. Interesting. Yeah, I've just been fucking vamping while you've been gone. I don't want to hit anything on the keyboard and fuck us all up.
Sure. All right. So you talked about the Metallica album?
Oh, how it's trash? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How fucking Lars Ulrich is just like, nope, you gotta hear the drums!
Well, I mean, wasn't that with Saint Anger, too?
Yeah, and how fucking Kirk Hammett and Rob Trujillo, again, I apologize if I fucked up your name. I don't speak Spanish.
Okay.
You know, it was just like, what? Oh, we have bass and lead guitars? This isn't a two-man band? Like, fuck you, Lars. Go fuck yourself, guy.
All right. And then the other feud you put on, the other 2D, I should say, it was the Cody Rhodes feud.
Yeah,
I don't think we're that bad.
I'm tired of them.
Okay, well, I mean, that's what wrestling is, though. It's a series of feuds.
But the thing is, though, it's the same shit with every feud. Like, oh, your daddy, or
yeah, I mean, because that's how people know him.
Enough.
All right, well,
enough.
Okay. All right,
enough. Like, I get it.
I mean,
like,
I don't think it was brought up during Judgment Day. I don't think it was. Whoa, easy there, Tiger.
Oh shit. Did I hit the button?
I hit the button by your elbow.
Yeah. No, but it was brought up randomly during the Shinsuke feud.
Yeah.
It's been brought up during
It wasn't brought up
every
with
feud.
Brock.
Actually, yes, it was.
Brock doesn't do any mic time. Why would he ever be like...
I'm pretty sure you could work that in.
I think you're being...
It was... I'm sure it was worked in.
Maybe not.
Regardless, if Brock is the one, then I apologize for Brock Lesnar for putting him in that.
Okay, so Brock Lesnar never a 2D.
But like, come on, like every fucking feud is like, oh, I was your daddy's favorite in NXT, or
right.
Fucking Paul Heyman, fucking yanking fucking Dusty Rhodes' poor dead cock on the like when he was feuding with fucking Roman Reigns.
Now hold on a second. What was Paul Heyman doing with my cock?
Yanking your cock.
He wasn't yanking my cock.
Mm-hmm.
He was the jerking daddy. There goes Dusty, everybody.
Right.
Back to the ether. Back to the old dude ranch in the sky. Is that the Tooties? Is that it for the Tooties?
You know what?
Uh-oh.
There's going to be one more Tootie, I have to say.
No.
Death.
Okay.
Taking Jay Briscoe from us. In the beginning of 2023.
Correct, yeah.
Like, that was bullshit. Like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Like, I think that kind of hit the wrestling world, like, really hard.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
even WWE mentioned it. Like, he was such a prolific
this
tag team performer.
Yeah, I think...
And single star also.
I think the Briscoes were in WWE for, like, a minute.
I don't even think
no, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
So Death, another 2D.
Yeah. Death is a 2D. Like you got like Bray Wyatt. Like oh man, like so many. I mean Terry Funk. Another. I won't.
Yeah, please don't.
I won't. Out of respect, I won't.
Yes.
I said Terry Funk goes to retire for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, for
the next Rudies.
No, you know what I mean.
Okay. I don't.
Huh?
I said I don't, but okay.
Terry Funk Ghost is retired, okay?
Right.
That's what I mean. he will never show up unless it's for wrestler specials that he is a part of.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
Are we done?
Yeah,
with the Rudies.
Yeah,
oh, Cheeky Baby died too. That's
Who?
right. The Iron Cheek.
Oh yeah. Fucking yeah, man. Like, Death was just like, oh, wrestling fans, I'm gonna make you cry this year.
Yeah.
Like,
Cheeky Baby.
Shake it, baby.
Superstar Billy Graham.
Yep.
Roz finally died.
I like how you like sudden fucking breaks were hit, and you're like, I can't believe I just said that.
Yep.
That was supposed to be Tom's line.
Yeah. He passed after a very lengthy life of dealing with
being
paralyzed. A paralyzed man. This is a great way to fucking say all that shit. I'm pulling the plug on the Rudies. We're done. With
what? Ow. Much like they did with
Stop it. And on that note, Nation.
Holy shit.
Thank you, Aphelion. Thank you, Michael Morbius. Thank you, the ghosts of Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk. This has been the 2023 Rudies. This has been the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. My voice is shot. My voice has already been rocking at an 80%. We're back down to 60, I feel. Next episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. This is a surprise to you, Tom, but I put it on it's on the schedule. We are going to talk about the 30th anniversary of a little game called Mega Man X. I bought the Switch Online Super Nintendo.
So did I.
Oh, did you? You don't know what you're doing, do you?
It's been a bit.
Oh no!
No, I have Mega Man X 1 and 2 collection.
Perfect. Yeah,
on my Switch.
So we might have to fucking do a little
fucking hit that Hadouken. Like, yeah.
Listen, if I wasn't fucking shot on Friday, I would have streamed playing it. But
in 2 weeks, we're not doing a RudeBoyz Game Club. Get over yourself.
No, I don't mean a game club, but I just mean like a
Bullshit.
We're gonna play the Mega Man X games.
Sure.
I've only played the first two.
While
I haven't played 3 or no, we're not gonna do that. Well, maybe we will actually.
Actually, I'll bring my Switch since I have both collections.
And we're both gonna be on our fucking Switches.
No, motherfucker, we could switch on ours on my Switch while the other one's fucking talking. You fucktard.
But
we'll figure it out.
We're going to talk about Mega Man X, the 30th anniversary of Mega Man X. Next episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
So good.
Mega Man X is one of my favorite games. But that does it for this episode. The Rudies is wrapped. 2023 is all done. We're moving on to 2024. The hype train already rolled. We're talking about it. We're going to talk about a game that came out 30 years ago. But yes, 2024. We're looking at you, baby. We're also looking at you, Nation. You can follow us on our social media platforms. Facebook and Twitter, whatever the fuck it is now, and Instagram. Just search for RudeBoyz469. We have a Twitch. I don't know why I waited for that, because I know that's not the bit.
I like it.
We have a Twitch, which I want to stream my playthrough of my Mega Man X games, and that will be on twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469. However, if you miss that, that'll be on our YouTube.
Oh, fuck me. We have a YouTube?
We do have a YouTube. That is youtube.com.
Chris, what's that address that they get us
Can I
at
tell
YouTube?
you? I'm going to tell you what it is right now. You ready? It's youtube.com.
Cool.
/
Okay.
at RudeBoyz469. I don't know why you did that. But yeah, that's our YouTube page. You can check that shit out. And like our RudeBoyz be streamings. We got some ideas of what we're going to be streaming this year, so that's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to download our podcast, you can find that on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Stitcher and Spotify and TuneIn. But our home away from home, where the Academy of Rude Arts and Sciences is housed, is at rudeboyz.podbean.com.
You can massage that little fucking Rude Award on that little bean.
The audience like that, the nation like that, and that's. And if you want to hit me up on social media, I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS. Tommy, where can they reach you?
Lozaric, I called you out, you piece of
Jesus
shit.
Christ, that's what I missed. All right.
You can get me at Tommy_Cash80, and that's Cash with a K, you motherfucker. You fucking overrated fucking drummer.
Wow. And that'll do it for us, Nation. Thank you for joining us for the Rudies again. And thank you for everybody involved. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you next time on the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I was trying to say.
This has been a presentation of the RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Oops.